Hello. It's Friday. It's Friday. That's it. Go home now. It's all done. The week is complete. Now, hope you're all keeping very well. You're very welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Stimulator stream. And you join us here tonight, friends, with the Twin Otter. That's the wrong button. The Twin Otter as we fly around Cyprus. That's right, friends. It's a bit of a mad flight plan, and you might be saying, Jesus, I don't have any of these airports. It's another night of Murphy planning off the sim that Nevergraph didn't have, and then Nevergraph have it. But you listen, it's grand. We'll wing it, right? It'll be totally fine. But you're all very welcome in. Hope you had a great week. And if you didn't, it's grand. It's over. And if you had a great week...
Look at this big Aegis.
Well, it's going to get even better because it's the weekend, you see. Right? Brilliant. So, we have a plan. Let us talk about the plan of what it is we're going to do, in which I'm not going to read this off the screen at all. Not at all. So, yes, we are starting off here at Larnaca. Wait till you hear the pronunciations. Lima Charlie, Lima Kilo. And we're going to start our run with a stop down at a place called, I think it's pronounced the place. Lima Charlie Golf Kilo. I'll give it a shot, right? It's either Gecitkale or Gecitkale. Right? Brilliant. Next up, we're going to go to a place called Pinarbasi. It's over at an airbase at Lima Charlie Kilo Yankee. Our next stop then, a short distance just north of the capital Nicosia, at a place called Mammari Airport. Wait, that wasn't too bad. Mammari Airport. There we go. Lima Charlie November Charlie.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I don't know who writes this stuff. Next, we're going to cross the mountain range and head to a place called Paphos. Lima Charlie Papa Hotel. And after we take on some fuel and reload some cargo, we're going to make our way to the southern tip of the island and land at a place called Akrotiri. That's Lima Charlie Romeo Alpha. Finally, we're going to ramble back. English, Murph, you can do it, to Larnaca to complete our flight. It is a cargo run. We're here in the Twin Otter from Aerosoft. So if you had this airplane way back when they released it, well, you have it. If you didn't get it way back when they released it, you won't have it. But the good news is, if you like this aircraft, well, it's going to be one of the default aircraft in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Or at least that's what we were told. So we'll have to wait and see. So, right, I haven't flown the Twin Otter in God knows how long. And then all of a sudden I was like, this is a great, great machine. Yes, it needs updates. Of course it does. It needs patches and, quality of life. The camera system's a little bit... I'm using the FT Sound Pack gadget, which is a huge upgrade over the sounds. And it flies pretty okay, by the numbers and such. And I'm really interested in this aircraft because I was reading an article a week or two ago, and it's not really the Defence Forces, on Garda Síochána, the Irish police force, they're going to be buying one of these to use to replace their Defender 4000, which of course based on the Islander, the BN2. That's what the cops over here use for their, you know what I mean, let's go flying and looking at people plane. Not the helicopters though. So there's talk now that they want to get themselves a Twin Otter. And I said to myself, be Jesus then, that's a relatively old aircraft. I mean, you know what I mean? However, the good news is, well, they are quite an incredible aircraft, built for short takeoff and landing. And of course, the endurance of these aircraft, in the right power settings, they just stay there. They just hang around all day. And they're a beautiful looking aircraft. You often see these now, in Caribbean islands or out in the Northwest Territories. And they're just a rugged, strong... The Swiss Army knife of airplanes is the Twin Otter, and they have an amphibious version to boot. So the one we're using tonight is a cargo variant with a 3-blade prop, and we're going to see how this one all stacks up. The flight plan on Discord might be backwards. Don't say that to me. LCLK, check. LCGK, check. LCKY, check. LCNC, check. LCPH, yes. LCRA. It looks good, Nighthawk, but you know what I'm like. You know what I'm like at this stage, lads. Do you know what I mean? But how are you? How are you keeping? Right, it's been a busy-ish... It has been busy, hasn't it? We were doing some... just all buttons being pressed, by the way. It was a busy week. Monday flying, Tuesday driving, Wednesday the news. Thursday, I wasn't up to much last night. I was out and about. And, tonight, friends, we're back flying. I've been dying to fly the Twin Otter with you guys all week. I was like, oh, yes! So we're going to go flying. So before we kind of get started, we'll get started by rambling here into the chat and welcome everyone in. Lee Dixon was first in, best dressed, subscribing with Prime for 26 months. The mad lad. And it says here a hype train is close. Jesus. Thank you very much indeed, Lee Dixon. Insane support, my guy. I very, very much appreciate it. And Fierce Wolf is here looking fierce and wolfy. Super Typhon is here. Vacuum rambles in. Soaring AJ. AJH, man, very happy Friday. Nightsep, happy Friday to you too, my dude. Retriever Neil is here. He says, good evening and happy Friday. Good evening, Retriever Neil. Eamon 1973 rambles in. Tarnish Mossman is in the house. Viper Strike flew the 737 to Mexico City today. Welcome in, Viper. Wayland Chutani, good evening. Commander Balosh is here. He says, good evening, pilots. Welcome in. Sunjammer, hi there. So on Twatter Ops today, indeed, and we are. Right. It'll be fun. And Cyprus, it celebrates its... I'll get it right. It's one of these on these days, right? And the 50s or 60s, I'll read up here. We'll get a bit of history about the place. Cyprus was in all sorts of, all sorts of like turmoil with who owns what and who lives where. There's savage history in the place. And like, okay, modern day history is quite turbulent, but go all the way back, way back to antiquity. Well, Cyprus...
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
Pish, lads, pish. Cyprus, all the way back in antiquity, part of the Roman Empire, later the Byzantine Empire, but it was famous for its copper mining. Didn't you know? Copper mining came out of Cyprus. Great stuff. But anyway, welcome in everyone. And Willow How Much is here. Filthy is in the chat. Good to see you. Renoir, good to see you. Chalks is here. I just got myself sat on the new haptic thing. So whatever happens tonight, I'm in for a good time. Ah, brilliant. Jesus. And
hello there.
Press the button that does the thing, right? What do you mean you keep crashing? You're not supposed to. Shut up. I'm doing it right. Brilliant. Mr. Zed Rider is here. Happy Friday. Echo Charlie, good to see you. Sir Campsalot, you're very welcome aboard. I do love a Friday, says Filthy. Indeed. Wombat49 has rumbled into the chat. Good to see you, my guy. In a Box Man is here. Good to see you, man. A very happy Friday. Spitfire RAF 100 is in the chat. You're welcome in, Spitfire. Andy Brown is here. How are you, Andy? You're looking well. See you later, says evening, everyone, and a happy Friday to you. And to you, man. Nighthawk is here. Afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to flying a great Canadian aircraft, eh? He didn't say A. I just put the A in there, eh? Welcome in. Great to see you. Hemmingbird is here. She says, I couldn't stop hearing a weird buzzing noise today, so I called my doctor. He said there was a bug going round. Happy Fly Day. Good to see you, Hemmingbird. Airlock Doc is here. Happy Friday, people. Welcome in, Airlock. Good to see you. Fierce Wolf is on a 10 stream streak, the devil. Renoir has subscribed. Look at this, 18 months. Renoir, thank you very, very much indeed, my guy. Hope you're well. B. Carlo, good to see you. Aviator Geek is here. We made it to Friday. That's great news, isn't it? Right. Do you know, I was back to work this week and I started back work on Tuesday. I was awful tired and emotional on Tuesday evening. Wednesday, positively, you know, there's a cloud following me. Thursday was like, oh, Jesus. And then today, after work, was like, and relax. Do you ever have a week like that after your holiday? You know what I mean? You're still in holiday mode, but like, it's you know, me tan is getting brighter and brighter. It's terrible. But anyway, the wake-up call has been issued. And we have woken up. But yes, Aviator Geek, we have made it to Friday. Tritz4 is here. He says, it'll soon be Christmas. Yeah, baby. It will. It's not long. It'll soon be Flight Sim 2024. Then it'll be Christmas. And then we'll have Christmas again. Do you know? But yes, we're over here. Look, Eamon is on a 10 stream streak. Thank you very much for all the tunage in, man. But right, the flight plan, I just posted it up on Discord because I forgot to post it on Discord. So there is a flight plan there. So yes, I cannot find some of the airfields in the flight plan. It'll be grand, Eamon. Follow me. Follow me. Now, Nutty Slack is here. Good to see you. Andy Brown says, some are not on Navigraph. Try a little nav map. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes we don't even know where we're going. That's the beauty of it all. Captain Sickbag is here. He says, hello, Murph and people of Murph. Welcome in, Captain Sickbag. Very happy Friday to you. Muse Fan is here. Burst through the door with a headbutt. He says, how is his mad jokes is. Happy Friday, all. Good to see you, Muse. Hope you're well. Paparazzi is here. He says, howdy, howdy from hot Texas. Hope all is well with Murph and the Fireflies this fine Friday. Indeed it is. So it's cloudy in Ireland at the moment, but it's about 20 degrees. We won't complain. It ain't bad out there. Shuffle Shoes shuffles in. AJH John, welcome aboard. Kozaki Flyer is here. AJH, man. You ever wondered what AJH stood for? Ah, Jesus, how are you? Right. Usually the Northsiders say it. Ah, Jesus, how are you? But we just say AJH. You know, that's what we do. But yes, now I was over here. Filthy, there he is again. Pilot Kid, good to see you. P.S. Mirandai. Oh, hello there. It's good to see you, man. Lima Kilo Mike. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Sunjammer says, good morning, Mr. Murphy. Your mission, Two-Tone, should you decide to accept it, is to get fly in less always. Should you or any of your IM force be caught or killed, the Secretary will disavow any knowledge of your actions. This tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds. Good luck. Jimmy, what's your favourite Mission Impossible? Now, be honest now. Is it the first one? Jean Reno was in the first one. And the other people. It's very good. That's Angelina Jolie's dad, isn't it? Wait, is it? Is Angelina Jolie? Isn't it her dad or something? Tell me I'm right. Your man with the face. Isn't it? Or some other celebrity. I can't remember. It's someone important anyway. It's her dad, isn't it? But anyway, Scorpio is here. Good to see you, Scorpio. How's the Merlot working out, man? There's some tunage in the background. I got awful worried there. Zybot Doc calling from Denmark. Hello from Tipperary. I hope you're well. Now, where are we at? We're over here, look. Liptorius, a very good evening to everyone, he says. Happy Friday. And to you, man. Then he subscribes for 9 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Liptorius. Insane generosity. Rogue Wolf Gaming is in the house, flying over the coastline of the Florida Keys. That sounds lovely. One Fly Air says, Murph, how are you? And Mrs. Two-Tone and all. Hope all is well. My favourite bush passenger plane, the Twin Otter. Indeed. Super Typhon says, Flight Sim 2020 will be 4 years old this Sunday. Jesus, that's been 4 years. The Limbics has sat up out of the bed and he says, good morning, day, evening and night. Hope all is well. Looking forward to some flyage for the first time in a while. The Limbics, you're very welcome in. Great to see you back in the, you know what I mean, upright and moving, you know. But great to see you, my guy. Really do appreciate you joining us. 747 James. The name's James. 747 James, that's right. 7 streams in a row, man. Thank you very much. Right, Mr. 90, good to see you. Dougal McTavish, the chairman, flew and jumped from the twatter in Colombia with work. Why would you jump out of a perfectly working aeroplane? As Dougal McTavish has subscribed for 42 months. Dougal, thank you very, very much indeed. That is insane support. And what a journey we've all had. We're talking about 4 years of Microsoft Flight Simulator. And a lot of you guys have been subscribed to this channel since then. Insane support. And I haven't aged a day, right? It took me 4 years to almost grow a bit of a bum fluff. It'll blow away in the wind. That's a beard, by the way. They call it bum fluff. Why they called it bum fluff, I don't know. It's like Ted Crilly. He's a really fluff, right? But isn't it mad? What a journey. Gaseous Maximus, welcome in. Stay away from the Atlantic Ocean, says Rogue Wolf. Gotcha. It's backwards on little nav map. Oh, Jesus. It's grand. Just follow me. It'll be fine. Gaseous Maximus, good to see you. Muse fan says, on some of the airports are missing a Navigraph. It'll be grand. Don't panic. Oh, do you know what I could do? I'll download it from Navigraph and then pop it in again so you can re-upload it to Navigraph because I've manually put in where the airports should be. How's that for the plan? You're a genius, Murphy. Who said that out loud? Did I say that? Right, that's what we'll do. Tin Can Pops, welcome in. Navigraph approaches still confuse me. Either that or they don't translate that well to Microsoft Flight Sim. Sometimes it needs a bit of jiggery pokery, but if you're stuck, I'll show you. Corn Wolf is here, good to see you. G-Nack, wasn't the twatter banished? It was banished from the realm, but we have communicated with the... Well, I always had it, and they never discontinued... Well, they stopped selling it, but anyone who owns it can still operate it. G-Nack, great to see you, man. I hope you're well. Now, where are we at? Dougal didn't know. Didn't someone say it was? No, Undies McGee is here. Welcome aboard. On the way to a 5-streak, Ascari Wolf. Man yourself. It's also backward when it's loaded into the sim. You had one job more. Did I make that much of a balls of it? Did I? I'd one job to do. I'll show you what I was working on. That's why things are in a hoop. Right? It's grand. Strap 21. Hola. The weekend is finally here. Indeed it is. Dread Meta's good to see you. Better Whiskey is in the chat. Good evening, Better Whiskey. One Flyer says, Murph, you said it again. Welcome in. Now let me see. Gherkenberg, happy Friday. Muse says, I uploaded a second plan for anyone having issues with Murphs.
Hello there.
Muse, I don't know where I'd be without you. Well, I'd be lost. I'd be out in the garden saying, where do I... Right, do you know, you'd be lost. But anyway, the one's with Martin Landau. Was it? John Voight is Hafaja. Yes, that's the one. See, I know some stuff. It's not just a hat rack, lads. I know some information, right? But that it's limited, right? It's limited. Jesus! It's alright, it scared the crap out of me as well. Someone else pressed the button and all my lights are gone mad. Jesus, look what they did. Wait, does that button work? All aboard. Right, we're over here now. Aviator Geek says, it's a small island, kind of hard to get lost. Throw the plan out the window. That's the spirit. John Voight was her dad, Murph. Yeah. Still one bottle in reserve. Good man, Scorpio. Brilliant news. Andy Brown then subscribing tier 3 for 47 months. Jesus. He says, I'm looking forward to this. 2 to 3 holidays a year to Cyprus for me. Andy Brown, are you serious? You'll have to tell us all about it. Is her father... Sorry, Mr. Voight. Right. Gibbo's here. Howdy y'all and Sir Murphalot. Sir Murphalot? Gibbo, good to see him, a dude. Hope you're well. John Voight is her Fajer. Angelina Jolie Voight was her birth name. You've become more grey. Wait, what? What are you talking about, Ascari? SK Sun is here. Welcome aboard. Black Ice Gabe. We have a Black Ice Gabe. He says, evening everyone. Just a quick stop. I'm off for a bit of serious head banging tomorrow evening to AC/DC. In Dublin's Croke Park. Now, it is a fully seated concert, and they've brought the RTE concert orchestra to supply the backing tracks to AC/DC. And the local parish are going to be there, the Pope. And who else? John Finnerty, he's also going to be there. And Brian Dobson, of course, a national treasure. National treasure, right? That's AC/DC tomorrow night. Yes, it'll be grand. Right, that's going to be brilliant. Anyway, better sound to compared to 2022-ish. Wait, what? Who? Energizer, evening all. He says, Jesus, apparently there's Microsoft Flight Sim issues right now, according to the forums. Jesus. I see the Huey's in the marketplace. Retriever Neil, you need that in your life. The Huey is brilliant. M. Dark is here. 9 months, my dude. Thank you very, very much indeed. Insane generosity as well. I'm hiccupping inwards. Scorpio says, Jesus, that makes my PC nearly 4 years old too. It must be time for an upgrade. Wonder when that'll happen. Mrs. Scorpio, you know the way, darling, that I'm very helpful around the house. I do some of the cleaning. I'm able to reach the high areas, and I dabble with a bit of painting and maintenance and gardening. Yes? Well, dear, I thought now was about the time that I could perhaps maybe, with some spare money I've saved in the corner, that I might invest in a new... Sit down and shut up. There's more dishes coming. Right, Scorpio, right, we know what's going to happen, right? So what you need to do is say it's for the lawnmower, because they tend not to understand the lawnmower because they won't use it. Unless, of course, Mrs. Scorpio uses it, right? I remember that years ago with my mum, whenever my dad was going overseas with the Air Corps, the army, right? He'd always be on to myself and the brother, get out there and cut the grass. Jesus. And then, I don't know what the disagreement was, but like, it was over something stupid. We didn't tidy a room and we were grounded or something, right? By the mother, right? The mother. And she said, no, that's it now, you're grounded. And I said in protest, well, I'm not going to cut the grass. Thinking, of course, she didn't want or know how to operate the lawnmower. That was a silly underestimation, and well, let's just say every football boot, and anything else that was in the garden, you know, boomerangs, frisbees, water guns, they all ended up in under the lawnmower, and I had many more of them. None of them worked, but I had many more. But anyway, is it okay as always, Muse fan? Oh wait, it is okay as always. Muse fan has fixed it. Right. Jesus, I don't know. Let me see. Is it how do we pronounce the name St. Malapper? No, that's not good, Murph. Is it Saint Malap or Saint Malapper? How does one say it? He goes, I can't believe you're literally reading every comment. I do, and sometimes I try and read your thoughts, right? Do you know, ham sandwich, we do that all the time, but you're very welcome in. Right, I was over here, Moloch Ice Cube, good to see you, man. Where are we at now? It's all catching up. Dragon617 is here, tier 1 for 22 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. It's great to see you. B. Carlo, I used to sit on the beach in Anamur, Turkey, and when you took out across the Med, you could see Cyprus. Oh, nice, nice. Right, we're over here now. Zybox says, and her played her father in Tomb Raider as Laura Croft. Did he? Jesus, so hang on a second. The fact that they did that, he was her dad in Mission Impossible. Oh no, wait, he wasn't her dad in Mission Impossible. She wasn't in Mission Impossible. See, we thought we were on it, lads, but we weren't. But she was in Tomb Raider. And he played her Faja in Tomb Raider. Your man Voight. Not Scott Voight now, the other fella. What was his name again? But anyway, right, you know, you've changed. Oh, wait, how you've changed over 4 years.
Jesus.
Wait, what? There was a scenery loading bug. We had it on Kaharia's stream last night, and it's all over Microsoft forums today. Jesus, nice. Scenery loading. Go mow the lawn, right? Hulk, good to see you. It's the Twin Otter on the market again. It's still off, dude. It's still off. Tried to claim a new kitchen, but get an upgrade. Yes, that'll work. You said that with Keen's plates. No, wait, what? Where did that message go? You said what Keen says all the time. Oh, that, right. That deserves the breakage of plates. There we go. My name is Easy now. Spitfire says, Jesus, indeed. Now, I'm over here, look, as well. There's buttons everywhere. I've buttons. Who's here? Tal Romano. Good to see you. The Gigliotti is here. Mr. Anderson, welcome aboard. JR says, I don't like planes. I don't like Sims. I'm only here for the Jesus. Brilliant. Don't mind what they're doing. He just says Jesus a lot. Love flying the Twin Otter and just about anything else with a DHC designator. Yes, indeed. Tier 0, welcome aboard. Matt Wright is here. I remember them saying they were going to improve it. That's what they're saying. Do you know? Sir William, happy Friday. Monty is here. Vazali, welcome aboard. Richard DaCosta, good evening. Yorkshire Pud is here. 845 Sim. Not flown this plane in a good while. I'll be off now to find the keys. Brilliant. John Crinchin, hello John. Bob O'Driscoll is here as well. And a very good evening and warm welcome to everyone. Great to see you. My next door neighbour is addicted to brake fluid, but says he can stop any time. Right? Maybe I'll start a crowd fund for the new PC. That'll save the family finances. That could work. Haven't flown this in over a year. I haven't flown this in ages. Anyway, listen, we'll go over and get into it, will we? We'll do the thing with the yoke. And we're over here. And hello, good evening. So, right, couple of things here, lads. Couple of things. Get it all sorted. And I have you on my screen over here as well. I'm many screens. And if you don't believe me, many screens. There's that screen, there's that screen, there's this screen, there's that screen. And I've one over here that you see from over there. Sometimes I get lost myself, but it's all right. We won't worry about it now. And don't look at the back of my head. So, what have we got? Oh, yeah. So, the flight plan. Bing. This is what it looks like on Navigraph. And how we're going to do it, we're going to take off from Larnaca. And we're heading up to this place for our first stop of the night. Lima Charlie Golf Kilo. Then, friends, we're heading on a heading, 090 degrees for 22 miles until we come up to this place over to Dicomo. And here is an airport. The Navigraph doesn't know there's an airport, but there is indeed an airport, right? Was that the orange cam? Wait, what? Paste here. Ooh. So this one, I'll drop this one in the gadget for you. So if I export it and no SIDS or stars, and we'll put it into a place here, and we'll call it what do we call it? Cyprus plan .pln, right? Save that over to Discord. There's MuseFan, and I'll pop up another one, and hopefully this one works as well. So now we have two plans. Even the MuseFan one didn't work. Paste it here. Okay, there's a new one gone in there now. All right. And then we're heading out over the Mountainous Regionus Maximus, and then it's down over to Paphos, and then it's over to Akrotiri. Very interesting names. Now, I don't know, will we fly out over the sea? We might handrail along here. It could be nice, lads. It could be nice. We'll see what happens, right? So that's the stab of it. And another thing before we get going, you may or may not know, oh yeah, the island of Cyprus became an independent republic this day back in 1960. The MuseFan one works fine, says MuseFan. It's grand. 1960, lads, right? 1960. James Cameron, who was known for his expansive vision, notably Titanic, was born on this day in 1954, lads. With the Jesus now. Who else? Aretha Franklin, who defined the golden age of soul, died on this day at the age of 76 in 2018. Aretha Franklin. With the right. Now let me see. Who was that devil? Elvis Presley died of a heart attack on this day in 1977. The day the music died. Right, 1977. That was today. Back in 1977. That's friggin' nuts, isn't it? Jesus. T.E. Lawrence, who was a British archaeological scholar and a military strategist who was best known for his legendary activities in the Middle East during the First World War, which earned him the nickname Lawrence of Arabia, was born on this day in Wales in 1888. I'm not reading this at all. That's just how I think. I need to turn my head and face, do you know what I mean? Do you ever see Lieutenant Commander Data? Will I do something? Right? It's all here, lads, right? Wait now. There's more, I'm sure. I'll just need to think a little bit harder. Oh, yes. No, there's not. Then it goes into tomorrow, right? Anyway, that's not important. What is important? I want to show you something. I'll show you this briefly. I've been dabbling with the website during the week. And over on our website, twotonemurphy.com, there's a lot of cool stuff here, right? But I was thinking, not everyone in our beloved community uses Discord. So I'm half thinking, should I be posting the schedule to the website? It's not finished, right? This is only part of it because I need to come up with some sort of jiggery pokery that'll add calendars and all this sort of jazz. But this is now live, so you can see what we're doing for the week. Now, granted, it's looking at this week. It'll be updated again to show next week. But am I wasting my time, or is that handier, or does everyone not use Discord? I don't know. The whole plan is, I know not everyone uses Discord, so when you see a weekly schedule, at least it'll give you an idea of what we're getting up to. Spelling mistakes and everything. If you find one, you win a prize. But that's over on the website, twotonemurphy.com, under schedule, right? So it's there. If you're right, it didn't take me long at all. It took me ages. But anyway, right now I'm over here. And what we're going to do, we're going to start getting this aircraft up and running. The de Havilland, Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter, right? It first flew in May 1965. And anyone have an idea, roughly, how many of these were built? Because it's still being produced to this day, right? The first run ran from 1965 to 1988, and they built the Series 100 and 300 variant of the aircraft. From 2008, they're still building the Series 400, and from 2023 to date, they're still making the Series 300 Slant Golf. So they're still built to this day, right? There's just under 1,000 built up until December of last year. 1,000 Twin Otters. There's a lot of them, right? But anyway, it's a beautiful aircraft, and its capabilities, cargo, passenger, military, law enforcement, research, right? And it can fly with pontoons, amphibious mode, or even a full kind of, float plane. Everyone should have one of these, says Chocks, right? Hey, this URL not found. I bet at least 3. Right? Brilliant. No, there's only 2 of them. It's a twin. 30 degrees at me desk. Beer drinking is officially allowed for hydration purposes. I agree. Primo Victoria. It's a good looking plane, isn't it? 404. Good to see you, man. Hope you're well. So when it comes down to the capabilities of the aircraft, I mentioned short takeoff and landing, right? However, it's a single pilot operations aircraft, a crew of 1 or 2, right? It has seating for up to 20 people, which that's a fair whack, right? And let me see here now. It features the Pratt & Whitney PT6A20 engines, or the 27, or the PT6A34, so the turboprop engine by 2. And let me see here now. Stall speed 65 miles per hour. Its ferry range is about 770 nautical miles, which is quite impressive. Has a ceiling of 25,000 feet, and it's a machine. It's a machine, right? Balut, the absolute legend, 38 months. Thank you very, very much indeed, Balut. Cheers. My wife's boyfriend has an otter. Right? Aviator Geek, the plane now. Or, an otter. I shall plan us a cargo flight from Turkey. Call it Midnight Express. Right? Give us as Murph. We need to bring back sips. Getting you absolutely sloshed was a favourite pastime. You were much better, crack. Well, Gibbo, we have with us tonight a concoction of gin mixed in with... I'll show you the bottle. I'm going away for a second, but I'll be back. Hang on. I'm back. It's a gadget of syrup de fraiche. Basically, this is a syrup you buy in France, so it's like cordial, but it's only better, right? And you mix that with gin, and it makes for a interesting combination. And, yeah. How do you do sips again, though? Don't you just, like, redeem a sip? Anyway, more importantly, I can't have a sore head tomorrow. For obvious reasons, right? Strawberry milkmaid. Yes, you can do that as well. Of course you can. You can do that as well. But yeah, where did I get rid of the sip thing? Yeah, but that was getting ridiculous. I was talking all the syrup is great, Merv. It's. I tell you this much. It tastes like more. Tastes like more. It's beautiful, and it's quite nice when you ramble it. There's a sippage there. Oh Jesus! Now we'll get right. But you be careful with this, because in moments later I be saying to them, lads. And we were curry chips. Like, it gets messy very quick. Although we could start a bit of a sing-song, you know. Get the guitar out. Vizali says, Murph, would you rather me commenting on Twitch or YouTube? Wherever you are most happy, Vizali. Cyrus T is here. Good to see you. The man of teal. Brilliant. Good to see you. Sippage was there yesterday. It's there all the time. Right, love the French syrups. There's a mojito syrup. Oh Jesus, nice. Right, anyway, so this aircraft, the Twin Otter, it was developed by Aerosoft, and it's been in the sim for quite some time. However, they pretty much abandon it. They abandon it. Why does Sippage have to be on a cooldown? For obvious reasons. Hummingbird, right? But right, Kepkira. Jesus, Kepkira is here as well. 35 months. Thank you very much indeed. The redeems are too expensive though. No, they're not. Anyway, look at this thing. Look at the air. Oh, isn't it nice? Oh, Jesus, then isn't it lovely? Right? What plane is third, Murph? What plane is this? This is the de Havilland DHC Twin Otter 6, or the 6 Twin Otter. Jesus, no sippage, lads. Anyway, Aerosoft did a great job on this. The livery that I'm using, it's available over on flightsim.to. And there's a number of really nice liveries over on flightsim.to. And, well, visually from the outside, particularly once you're not too close up, it's very, very nice. The modelling work is excellent. The texture work in places is a little bit, but by and large, it's a very, very nice aircraft. The sounds that came with the aircraft by default, they weren't fantastic. There was always kind of issues with them, right? Cyrus T gifted a sub to the Limbics. You're very kind, Cyrus. That's 204 subs, Cyrus. Jesus, don't tell anyone. Thank you very, very much indeed, man. And yeah, so the sounds weren't great. It always kind of suffered with a couple of issues. The FT sound pack. So you can subscribe over on Patreon to FT Sim, and he does sounds for all sorts of aircraft and all sorts of simulators, and they work quite well, right? So anyone who owns the aircraft at the moment, it's still flyable. If you don't own the aircraft, you have to wait until Flight Sim 2024 comes out. It's just the way it is, right? So what do you do? Daver Overland, welcome aboard. So as we're looking at the aircraft, well, as we can see, it's a fixed landing gear configuration. The wheels don't move up or down. They are where they are, and that's the end of it, right? And if you have a look at the engines, the PT6s, well, this is kind of where you see some of the textures getting a little bit kind of happy about life. Do you know what I mean? It just gets a little bit interesting, God love them. But by and large, once you're not too up close to them, same on the props, the detail is there, but not up close. Do you know what I mean? As I said, it's one of the earlier ones from Aerosoft. The Blaze, good to see you. So even like when it comes to detailing, the model is quite good on this, right? Does anyone know what this section of the aircraft is? You see this extra kind of a padded thingy-majiggy? See here, look. I don't even know what that's for. Think operating in cold weather. And look where it's located. Did you ever see that before? It's for the propeller. and it's to protect the cabin from the props, because ice could form on the propeller, and when they spin, well, it's going to be launching very fast and very hard ice onto the aircraft fuselage, and it could break through and cause all sorts of bejesus. So they're ice protection plates. You see them on a number of aircraft that operate in absolute mad areas, right? And the Twin Otter operates in mad areas. So that's what they are. They're protection plates. So think of it like it's armor, right? Pretty cool. You can open the cargo doors from inside of doors. Yes, you can. You can open the doors from inside as well. Yeah. So what else can we tell you about it? Well, if you look at the wing assembly and the the strut, the supporting strut. So that strut isn't just holding the wing; it's actually balancing the engine here as well. So it's a very, very rugged design. The thing is built for it's built to be kind of thrown around the place. You know what I mean? The Celtic guy, thank you very much indeed. I take it those windows are also stronger than any other ones. I would imagine, Zerg, I would imagine. But I couldn't be sure because, well, I imagine they are. But if you look where the prop is going to be facing, I mean, the design of this was keep the window back from it. Do you know what I mean? But yeah. Now, what else do we have here? Some of the, you can kind of see where they kind of joined a couple of lines, and it's a little bit rough and ready when you get up close to it. But from a distance, it's beautiful, right? And we can even ramble inside, look. So this is one of the cargo areas. This is just small cargo here at the back. That'd be like kind of baggage if this was a passenger aircraft. But if you jump into the back, right? And I'm almost certain we can open these doors as well. When we're in the back of the aircraft, we can see some cargo there. Now, it doesn't have any of that dynamic cargo. The more weight you put in, the more cargo, unfortunately. But at least you get to see, there's definitely cargo in there, right? Which is nice. And then moving on inside then into the cockpit, well, it's cool looking, this thing, right? It's just cool looking. Relatively straightforward, relatively simple. And that big massive control column. Then you have your engine controls on your overhead. There's your throttle, your prop, and there is your fuel cut off or shut off valves. Your mixture almost, right? Then you have electrical panels up on top. And we'll be going through all of those here now in a moment. And then you have your instrumentation in behind our control lock. And it's a steam gauge setup. Steam gauge, right? Or steam gauge. We have another door up the front here now as well. Again, that's just for more baggage that you put into an aircraft. So as a cargo aircraft, this will get your stuff in and out of places a lot of other aircraft just can't. And some of the other characteristics of the airplane, even towards the rear of the aircraft, the tail, you can see the skid kicker or the skid plate is installed as well. And they don't just put that there for the crack. A lot of flight schools, you'll see a skid plate at the back of the aircraft because it's to teach people how to, you know what I mean? And obviously not damage the plane, right? If you're a student pilot, you know what I mean? However, to see it on an aircraft like the Twin Otter, it's there for a reason, knowing that the aircraft will be operating under some very extreme terrain. And that could be anywhere from short takeoff and landing, unprepared runways, all that sort of jazz, right? So it's pretty cool. Weather radar in the nose dome. On this particular aircraft, I don't think it's modeled, but you'll notice the nose on this, it goes, it's forward quite a bit, right? So some of them would actually feature a radome in the nose. They don't put them under the wing. So there's like a short nose version, a long nose version, and so on and so on. So it's a beautiful airplane, isn't it? It's a simplistic airplane in terms of its design. I mean, when you're looking at it, if it was a single engine, you'd say, well, it's similar to that of the Grand Caravan. It's just a little bit bigger, do you know? In reality, you would not be able to fly from Larnaca and stop. Oh God, we know that, Dragon. Yeah, but sure, listen, we're FedEx, we're International OK. We're not representing any, even though we're Federal Express. That was ironic, wasn't it? It's grand. We rang ahead. Will I be getting Microsoft Flight Sim 24? I shall. I remember the movie Castaway, Tom Hanks. That's a great movie. Well fun. So anyway, that's our aircraft of choice for this evening. So, well, we're going to get ourselves up and running. Now, can I actually open the doors? I can, look. So you can open up all the doors from inside. I forgot about that. So now you can see we're completely open to the elements. And I think there is a GSX profile for this as well. I'm almost certain there is. And it'll load up a bit of cargo for you. But you can see, like, by the doors now, I don't think they don't, or maybe they do. Some of these doors in real life, the hinge will actually go back further, so the door just opens out completely. Because they also use these aircraft for parachuting. If you're that mad in the head and you want to do some parachute, right? Murph, wait while we go back to refuel. Sorry, Dougal. How much was it? It was about 30 quid. It was about 30 quid. So, yeah, look, plenty of doors and all the sorts. Right, I better start doing things, otherwise, like, you're going to run out of fuel for a second time. How do we close the doors? Oh, Jesus. I'll go down. Don't mind me, lads. I'm just going to go down here now and close the doors. Because we can't take off with the doors open. Well, we can, but it'll get fierce messy. There you go. There's one closed, and come on over here, and there's the other. Good sounds, right? And again, I'm using the FT Sim sound pack. So we'll go ahead and close the door. We're going to remove the control lock located just under here. Go. Now, a couple of things before we get going. So we have our trims located here below our right-hand side. Where the controls are, we can disappear those just for a moment. And what we have down here, well, we have vent, ram air, we have wing pumps. So you can feed the fuel from the wings directly to the engine, or you can feed them from the wings into the main tanks. And it actually works. The fuel transfer system works. These are two little switches. They control our exterior doors, our cargo front and rear. As we move up and along, we have a flight recorder. Go ahead and turn that on. Well, we can't do that yet until we put some power into the airplane. A battery temperature gauge. We should be able to... We can do nothing until the power is on. Our air source, static, is on normal or emergency. What else do we need to do here now? We'll go to the overhead, because this is where most of the stuff will live. So we're going to make sure prop, throttle and mixture is all in the off position. That'll do. We have our engine startup switches here and our landing lights. We have some airspeed data references up here. A thermometer. It's quite warm outside, 22 degrees. What else do we have? I'm on live. Am I on live weather? No, I'm not on live weather. So that should be okay. So look at this as well, the detail. There's a footprint on the thing. A footprint. Who put that there? As you do. Right, so what else do we need to do here now? Our park and brake, that's just here. Make sure that's done. The pedals, I love the way de Havilland always do the pedals like that. Pretty cool. You can see the big DH there as well. Fuse boards and circuit breakers, they're not modelled, but they are there, just they don't do anything. We do have some interior lights. We'll mess around with the nighttime lighting shortly. So what we're going to do, we're going to prepare for a engine start. So we're going to turn on the battery. Now that pump you're listening to, you'll hear it come along. That's the brake hydraulic pressure. So it's the hydraulic pump. And how you know that's working is, if I start on the brake pedals, so I'm holding the brake pedals now, and that's draining the hydraulic pressure. And you should hear the pump. That's an automatic thing. The servos kick in, and it refills the hydraulic pressure. It repressurizes. So that's modelled, and it actually works quite well. So what else we want to do? Data recorder, we're going to test it. And that should be looking well. I'm going to turn on the fans, because it's quite warm. And again, we should be getting decent sounds. Avionics came on already, so we'll okay these and okay those. Transponder, put it into standby mode. We do have an autopilot. Now, a couple of things to get us going. So we need to put on our fuel booster pumps. So we have emergency pumps, or we have standard. We're going to go standard, and that's going to start building up our fuel pressure. What else do we have here? That's your beta test or your range test for your propellers. So she can beta or reverse, right? Really handy. We have a fire test. Go ahead and test. Hello? Your fuel shut-off valves are in the normal position. Our annunciator panel is showing us that our generators are off. Pneumatic pressure is off. You're always going to have a pneumatic pressure warning when the RPM or torque is low. It's just the way the aircraft operates. We can go to individual gens, but you're going to see that the gens are off. Battery is reading good volts. Right gen is turned off. So we'll test those once we get up and running. We're going to test our emergency locating transmitter. Red light is on, so that's working. 4 knocks, thank you very much indeed. Gibbo gifted a tier 1 sub to Red Baron. Thank you very, very much indeed, Gibbo, to Rad Baron. And 4 knocks, thank you very, very much indeed, my dude, for all the support. Jesus, 25 months. You're very kind. Thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus, Gibbo gave another tier 1 sub to Ascari. Gibbo, you gifted 394 subs to this channel, will you? Jesus, go handy. Don't say things like that out loud. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, my man. Right, in terms of our fuel quantity, we should have sufficient for tonight. We can see here. So we're slightly over 50%. That'll do. up to our overhead. So we have our internal lights here, 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 and over there. So what we're going to do at this stage, well, we're going to put on some lighting. So our emergency lights, we're going to put them to arm. Gibbo gifted a Jesus, Gibbo, a tier 1 sub to this URL not found. Thank you very much indeed. Again, Gibbo, you legend. What else we need to do? So our anti-collision position lights, no smoking and no smoking and seatbelt lights. Not too worried about those. We're not carrying passengers. And generators stay off at the moment. We also have a bleed air system. We'll turn that on now in a moment. Gibbo has been a legend. He gave one now to Tarnish Mossman. Thank you very much indeed. Gibbo, you absolute ledge. Jesus, there's no stopping him. Night Zep gifted a tier 1 sub to Eagle Castilla. Jesus, lads, will you go? Behave yourselves, will you? God almighty. But anyway, we are now at the stage where we can start up this machine, right? So we have fuel on, and it's a turboprop, so one must be very careful here. So what I'm going to do with my engine controls, Chox, he's having a go now as well. He gifted a tier 1 sub to Dread Metas. Thank you very much indeed. Forder learn to fly. Good to see you. He says I'm tuning in from the road.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
But I had to hear your voice again. Forder, it's great to see you. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in. And Muse fan, lads, you may just stop now. Just cut it out. Muse fan gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. This is mental. I don't know how many that is in the last 5 minutes, but it's a lot. God almighty. Then Gibbo Ireland jumped in with another tier 1 sub to GNAC. Thank you all so very, very much indeed. Muse, Gibbo, Jesus, Chox, Night Zep, you're absolute legends. Chox gifted a tier 1 sub to Forder Learn to Fly, look. Brilliant. Very kind of you, lads. Thanks very much. You're mad. But anyway, we've more stuff to do.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
What happened? In a box, man, you devil. Jesus. In a box, man gifted 5 tier 1 subs. God almighty, lads. Thank you very, very much indeed. Yous are absolutely bananas. Sit on your hands. Everyone got a prize. Brilliant. Thank you all so very, very much.
Yeah, baby.
Sweet language, eh? Will you say, Jesus, there's going to be no batteries left. Gaseous Maximus gifting 5 tier 1 subs. Who's in charge here? Insane. Insane. Insanity. Gaseous Maximus, 5 gifted tier 1 subs. Thank you very, very much indeed. You absolute legend.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
For God's sake, who was that? Hans Gruber Jr. I used to always call Hans Gruber Jr. It used to annoy him something fierce. Hans Gruber, thank you very, very much indeed. Resubscribing to the channel for 31 months. I always picture you falling from the building, but you know, it's grand, you know. Great to see you, my guy. Great to see you. We're going to break, Murph. Jesus, then. Behave now. We'll continue on with the presentation of the thing, with the stuff. But thank you all so very, very much indeed. Right, so props full. Up you Tivoli. Engines. Put them in the idle position. We can bring them back further if we need to. That's where they go into the beta range. But for this, we're going to leave them in the forward range. That's what we're going to need. So to get ourselves up and going, I'm going to start the right engine first. So, clear prop, and we'll go for a start. Are we ready? It'll be good and quiet.
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Pressure. RPM. And we're looking good. B. Carlo gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much indeed, B. Carlo. Cheers, man. Bart Man is here. Good to see you. We have a good start on the engine, friends. Let's have a listen to it outside. Mind your ears now. Oh yeah. Right, next up is going to be a start on the left engine. Let's give it a listen, and we'll hop outside for this startup. See the lights dimming and everything? Isn't that class looking? So here's the thing on the sounds. The sounds I'm using are actually custom sounds. This is from the stop moving gadget. These sounds are from FT Sim. So let's have a quick look. Good start on the engines. Temps and pressures all where they need to be. We're now going to turn on the generators. Right generator reset and on. Left generator reset and on. The bleed air systems can be activated. Excellent. And what else do we want? I think we're good. So to let the engines warm up a little bit, we're going to increase a small bit of power here. So torque and RPM.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Jesus! Did you just see what's after happening? Captain Sickbag's after doing all sorts of stuff. 15! He gifted 15! Captain Sickbag, you absolute man joke, you! Jesus! Thank you very, very much indeed. 15 in a row, man! All aboard! That's insane. Thank you very, very much indeed. Legendary status has been achieved.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
It's so damn hot. Milk was a bad choice. Thank you very, very much indeed. Lads, the support is unbelievable. Thank you very, very much. Right, so let's give it a bit more kind of oomph here and we hear those engines come alive, right? Bring these up to about 80%. There's our torque. Oh, yes. Let's have a listen outside, shall we? Look at the movement of the aircraft because the wind hitting the bejesus out of it. And when you look at the aircraft very carefully, right? From this position, because we now have all this air is being pushed back by the props. And if you have a look at where the elevator is, at the back of the airplane, well, if I were to go elevator back as if I wanted to pull up, have a look what the airplane is doing. You see that? She's hunkering down because the airflow hitting the tailplane is enough to actually start moving the plane. So you might see it a little bit better from this position there, look. So elevator back. See the plane sitting down? It's quite cool. It works very, very well. So super duper. So, flight modeling and stuff, I think it's pretty good, right? Pretty good. Right, back in here. So the engines are running well. Let's calm them down a bit. And we'll get our pneumatic pressure warning back on, but that's okay.
I put the car in swinger, baby.
Jesus, there's more. Old veteran 965. Good to see you, Scott. He just gifted 10 tier 1 subs. Will you just behave yourselves? God almighty, holy crap. Old veteran, thank you very, very much indeed. Jesus, lads. It's a night of the holy crap. Thank you very, very much indeed, though. Another legend. Many legends. We are surrounded by legends. Thank you very, very much indeed, lads. Right, what else do we need to do? My mind is turned to mush. Oh yeah. Set that gadget to 4,000. Set this gadget to 4,000. Get up the road. Yes. We do have an autopilot, which is super duper. Let me see now. Transponder can go on. Flight recorder, take it out to test mode. Our battery temperature test. This is important. So we're going to test this. Press and hold it, and it should go all the way up. There's the warning light, and then all the way back down again. Super. So it's around 70 degrees. The battery's at around 70 degrees. That's quite warm, right? Right, what else do we need to do here now? The fuel, right? Now, the way the aircraft is currently set up, we don't have any fuel in the auxiliary tanks. Well, let's change that. So let's go, I don't know, 40% and 40%. So we can see now that we have fuel coming in. And what we can do, we can use these tanks to either refuel the main tanks, or we can use them to feed the aircraft directly. If you're going to feed the aircraft directly, well, you need to go up to your main fuel control and say, hey, put on your aft boosters. And then you can even put on, you know, the starboard, or what's the STB? Standby boosters. That's like emergency power if you needed it. Pretty cool, right? Refuel yourself. Jesus. Sip edge. Thank you, Hummingbird. Tasty beverage on a Friday night. Now we can do our fuel test, checking our main tanks. So they need to go all the way to the bottom and hold, and then let go. They go back up to where the actual level is. We're going to make sure that our barrow is set. Our fuel selector. So I'm going to test this here. If I were to go to the aft fuel tanks, right, we should get a fuel pressure warning. Here's our fuel warning, back to normal, and we're looking good. Sweet. Now let's double check our electrical system before we get going. So the battery is reading good, she's charging. We have a positive read on the DC load. Let's go to the left gen. It's now discharging our DC load, but our volts are good from the generator. Back to both. Over to the right hand side, it's doing the same. So our electrics are working well. And that's kind of it, I think. That's all I need to worry about for now. So, what we're going to do, reappear our yokage. After takeoff, we will engage the yaw dampener once the flaps are in, right? And if you need to see what the flaps do, look at the animation of the flaps. They're quite beautiful. We'll go full flaps here just to show it, right? Jesus. Ikaka, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Happy Friday. Now, if you notice, the hydraulic pump fired up again. The reason being is the flaps are controlled on hydraulics. So if we wanted to test this theory, here's our hydraulic pressure. And see the way it's currently sat at around, what's that, 1600. If I start engaging the flaps are now coming up. You'll hear the pump coming on. Hang on, is that over there? Oh yeah, that's it here, sorry. That's your main hydraulic pressure, and that's your brake pressure. So the flaps are moving, that's why the hydraulic pressure is dropping. The pump turns back on to recharge it or repressurize it. So the flaps are still moving, that's why they're, you know, they're still moving, right? So that should now hold, which it is. So if I go for 1 notch of flaps, you'll see the pressure drop. Flaps are moving, and then you'll hear the servo kick in and then repower it. Now there is a way to repressurize this manually, but I don't think it's included with this aircraft. At least to the best of my knowledge. But anyway, I've delayed enough. You all want to go flying and they're going to start giving out to me. Taxi light on. Pitot heat, we shouldn't need it, but we'll turn that on. Strobes will wait until we're getting to where we need to get to. Landing lights will do the same. Appear the yokages. Off the brakes. We have roulage. And we're going to test the brakes. Brakes are working. Now we're right beside runway 22, so it's a short taxi. We have movement. How long was I? Jesus Murphy, you were 1 hour and 7 minutes. It's fine, lads. Isn't it only gorgeous though, look. Isn't it only gorgeous? So, time in the sim, if you'd like to match it, 17:56. Flyer 10, thank you very much. Lads, what a night of subs. Jesus. The night of the living subs. Flyer 10, 15 months. Thank you very, very much indeed. Cheers, man. Now, what else do I want to do here? I need to put my heading in the heading place. So, we're going to turn our heading all the way over to the runway heading. I have a button that'll do this quicker. Heading. Oh, that doesn't want to work at all. Oh, balls. Okay. Oh, wait, something turned off and turned back on again. Did you hear that? Interesting. Uh-oh. It's not working. Oh, it is working now. Why isn't it? Interesting. Don't mind me, I've completely driven off the runway because I was looking at my avionics. It's grand. We're just turning to the left here, lads. While we're here, turn on your landing lights, you muppet. There you go, Jacinta. I'm back up here. We need to turn on our strobes. Right, grand, lovely hurtling. Some of my hardware wasn't working, but it's alright, lads, I fixed it. So I got ourselves lined up here. We were just making sure that the tyres were working. You know, you have to test the tyres. They're so important right now. Okie dokie. So got ourselves lined up here. That's good to me. Hold. Now what else do I need to do? I need to uncage and cage. Flaps look good. Transponder looks good. And everything else looks good. So we're going to take off, fly runway heading, and then circle around. That's the plan. And then we'll turn on the gadget and we'll all go flying. So, quick check. Good, good, and good. Power coming in. Brakes off. Toga.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious shit.
Passing 60 knots. 65, we're getting light. Yep, see Daisy. Positive rate of climb. Easy. Small bit of trim. Speed 120. Flaps in. Yaw dampener on. Easy. Autopilot. Engage. Heading mode. $4,000 feet. We'll climb at 1,000 feet a minute. Easy does it. Now start bringing that power back because we don't want to cook the engines. Back into the green we go. Bring our prop back. Got our multiplayer on. Keep the prop back, keep an eye on our speed. We should drift back to about 140 knots. And the aircraft is looking after all its own trim settings as well. Sweet, passing 1,300 feet. Everyone's starting to load in. And we'll be rolling here to the right hand side now in a moment. Make sure our power settings are exactly where they need to be. Torque is looking good. Temperatures and pressures are looking good. We're looking good. We're looking good. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Hello, Fireflies. Look at the state of this. Someone has smoke on. So if you're flying along with us now, if you're on the Xbox, press 1. If you're on the PC, press 2. And if you're here because it's Friday night, and let's be honest, they stopped making Glenroe, you press number 3. Hello, Fireflies. Welcome to the Flying Circus. We live stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1900 Zulu time, right here. All right, all right, all right. 38 on the PC, 3 on console. Excellent stuff. Adam Controls is here. Asher, how are we, Adam? Just popping in for a quick hello before the pub happens. Oh, you divil. Are you going to the pub on a Friday night? How unpopular was that decision? Welcome in, my dude. So we'll spin another right turn. Jesus, look at the scenery here. Isn't this pretty? So we'll spin a Rooney over to the right-hand side. And we can see everyone flying along. Look at this. Ah, would you look at this? Out of nowhere, before we even get started, we have people flying aircraft that I can't even keep up with, but I'll do my best. And we have, where is it now, Merv? You can do it. Where is it? It's over here and over there. And, well, it's one of these, isn't it? The absolute state of it. Airshow pilots flying along at the start of the night. Where would you get it? Go on, the lads. Looks amazing, doesn't it? Looks amazing. So where are we actually going, Murphy? I couldn't tell you. Well, we're kind of going back on track. The airport should be way off to our right-hand side. There it is. There be Larnaca. And what we're going to do, we're going to be picking up our magenta line shortly with a spin over to the left-hand side. Now, Larnaca, it's a very... It's just another thing after happening. Ozymandias has resubscribed for 30 months. My dude, thank you very much indeed. God almighty is a night of the living subs. Do you know? So Larnaca, it's a very important, very popular holiday destination. An awful lot of people fly in and out of Larnaca. And, well, it's beautiful. This time of year, absolutely beautiful. So what we're going to do, friends, if we go over to our little gadget here, let me see now. We're on GPS mode, so I'm going to turn on nav mode on my autopilot, and it has been armed. And I'm going to intercept this magenta line at about a 40 or 50 degree angle, so it should start turning us. Now, if it doesn't, what I'm going to do, menu, no, we're going to get a flight plan, LCRA, LCPH. Yeah, we are going the right way, aren't we? So we're going to, well, we need to activate this. Set course to 236. So if I say flight plan and we're going direct. No, get out of that. LCRA is our next stop. Yes, just go straight there, please. And let me see. LCRA. Hang on, why is it going LCRA? What way are we going, lads? What way did I put the plan? Or the plan? Ah, it's the other way. LC... Alright, okay, so flight plan, menu, invert the flight plan, that's the way we're going now. So I've inverted it, so this should be taking us the right way. So nav has been armed. Let me see here now, back to menu.
We're going the wrong way.
We're not going the wrong way. Get off flight plan. So it needs to be a left turn to intercept it. So nav is still armed, so we're going to go to our heading bug. Hello, heading bug. You can't see it because it's in behind the gadget, look. And we're going to turn the divil left. Hard left. Hard to port.
Dude, have you been drinking? I have, Ted. I've been drinking like a mad idiot.
Right. All is well. Don't be panicking. I just had to invert the flight plan because I'm some sort of...
refund?
There's no refunds. I'm just an idiot, right? It's grand. So left turn, and we've armed our nav mode, look. We've armed that. So bring the range out a bit so we can actually see what we're doing.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works.
Every time. Jesus. Right. Was that enough of a turn? It was. Yes, yes, yes. So we're, oh jeez, it's in. So we're going to intercept the gadget and now she'll go on nav mode. Brilliant. Follow me. All is well in the realm. Yes. Yeah, I'll follow. Angels 1.5 is there, look. I'd love to see a GTN 750 on this. Absolutely. Now you can get a 750 pop-up. But yeah, no, I would much rather the 750 sitting in here. But it's grand. The 430 and 530, they're a very capable system. Do you know? So we're roughly on the magenta line now. Nav mode is armed. It will engage once we get a little bit closer. Now, in terms of our navigation equipment, shouldn't we be getting some sort of a bearing on this? So if we say set course, so what's the message? 236 degrees, right? So if we say 236 degrees. Now this is more for radio navigation, but we'll say 236, 2122, 236, and then this guy is going to be 236. Why isn't this working now? 236, which is roughly there. Let's see what else I need to do. That's OBS. Do I have options here now to play with this stuff? That's ADF. Our GPS is on GPS mode. That's interesting, isn't it? Do we suspect a buggage? Who knows? Tim in Ireland, welcome in. How do you reserve the flight plan? What do you mean reserve it? That's strange now because I know we can use some of this stuff for frequencies. Let's see here now. That's all okay. That's all okay. And so they're looking good. Oh, there's a crash. How did that not crash? Jesus, look, that should have crashed. He said reverse, Murph. Read it again. Oh, how do you reverse it? How do you reverse the flight plan? On this unit, click on flight plan, click menu, invert flight plan and hit enter. Invert the flight plan. Yes? Yes. Jesus, did anyone get a CTV there by any chance? Because like they were massive, weren't they? Look at the scenery, lads. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Beautiful. Absolutely, positively beautiful. Now, let's have a look. Are we doing the right thing? We are. We are, big up. We are. Our first landing is just up the road here. In actual fact, we'll probably see the airport already. Here it is, friends. Our first stop of the night. And we have a couple of stops along the way, so it'll be nice, right? It'll be nice. So we're carrying cargo. That's the mission. Live weather, Murph. Negative news. I've gone with a typical UK summer day. I really like this preset. I think live weather is just pure sunshine. There's no cloud or anything, so it's a little bit, you know. Mr. Anderson says, it may not indicate the radio nav stuff if the Garmin is still on GPS. You have to put it into VLOC. Huh. Doesn't seem to be playing nice. 236 degrees? That nav should be gone. Is there a button for that now? Let's see, the timer mode works, so we can go like we can put in a stopwatch. That should be moving, and it's not. Let's see. What's wrong with pure sunshine? Now, is there any VOR we can fly to up this neck of the woods? Because that'll help us, right? ADF. I don't see any... Well, hang on, they're both on... Oh, that's interesting. Look, one is reading... I can't seem to change out the second one. Yeah, I can't seem to read out the second one. So if I'm trying to change our course deviation indicator, it'll change nav. But hang on now. That's communications. It's got to be a bug. Oh, hang on. There's movement. There's movement, friends. 236. So it does kind of work. Wasn't this pulled for being too buggy? Yeah, there was a lot of bugs. Coley205 says hi. Thanks, brothers. You'll need to activate a leg in your flight plan now. Yeah. Okay, well, what we're going to do, we're going to land here first. Jesus, look at this. So it's going to be a right turn. We're going to go for runway 27. So let's get that up and running first. Autopilot coming off. Autopilot coming off. Start bringing the power back. Gently does it. There's our torque starting to drop off. Just keep it above the pneumatic warning. Spin-a-rooney to the right. The GKE VOR, where roughly is that? The HSI bug is not an issue with the plane, but with the GPS. Okay, Hoban, thanks for that. Stephen the Sparky, good to see you. Welcome in. Okay, well, we'll see what it does here in a moment, right? We're just going to circle around for our first stop of the night. GPS VLOC, GPS fix it. Okay, or that fixes it? Yeah, it seems to be working now. But we'll have a look now when we land. We'll set up our next waypoint. So we're descending here. We're just down under 3,000 feet. Continue to descend. Look at the scenery. Isn't it gorgeous? It's absolutely beautiful, look. Man alive, isn't that amazing looking? That's stunning, isn't it? Beautiful. There's a little terrain warning, that's okay. Okay, RPM is good, torque is good, bring it back another little smidgen. 1,700 feet. Oh, that's gorgeous looking. And again, like once we start messing with the flaps, you'll hear the hydraulic pump come back on. So what's our speed here now? 130? Easy does it, lads. Easy does it. 845 Sam, you're very welcome in, my dude. Oh, there's a bit of a stutter. There's the airfield over there. Alright, so speed is going to start dropping a little bit. Keep an eye on the hydraulics, first notch of flaps. There they go. Hydraulic pressure's on the way. Flap movement, and we should get the pump firing up now shortly. You'll hear that. Not just yet. Okay, start bringing the RPM up a little bit. Okay, prop is full. Easy, easy. What's your speed now? 90 knots. Start turning in. We have a great many of aircraft with us tonight, haven't we? Alright, bit of power. Isn't it a very unique cockpit in this, isn't it? The flaps have a militant union in this plane. When they want to work, they'll work. Thank you very much indeed, Scott Voigt, over on YouTube. Do be sure to hit the little like button, lads, if you wouldn't mind terribly. It does help out the channel. So another notch of flaps, we should definitely get the hydraulic pump. There's flaps. There's the pump. It's a typical Aerosoft aircraft. When it works well. When it doesn't, it's like, what the? Right, watch your speed. Watch your height. We're looking a bit better now. Dracula was also transported in a big wooden chest. Oh wow, look at the sun hitting us here. This is beautiful. Watch your speed. Follow the smoke screen. Beta works real good. She'll stop. Yeah, I won't touch the brakes. We're going to use a beta here once we land. Oh, we got a DC-6 with us as well. There's 500 feet call out. Now decision height. Bring her up a little bit. About there. 70 knots. Watch your speed, Murph. Jesus, turn off your smoke. I don't think it has a working beta. They cheated on a visible spoiler. Did they? There's a decision height. See the way you can change that? We're stable. We're going to land. Now, easy does it, Murph. Easy does it. Flying what we called the crow in my country. Ooh, nice. 100. There's a touchdown zone. Easy. There's touchdown. We'll take it. Now, beta range. Not touching the brakes. They are proper powerful. Out of beta. Let the RPM drop back down. And here we are, friends, at our first stop of the night. Flaps in. Ooh, a C-130. Look at that. Okay, friends. First stop of the night complete. Oh, we got a Fuga Magister. Nice. Now, I think all the scenery outside of Larnaca is default. So we could go to the ramp and go through an unload or whatever, but we'll keep her lit now for the moment. I'm not quite sure, Hoban. Like, a spoiler. The aircraft has a spoiler on the back of it. Or where's the spoiler on this? Is there a spoiler on this? Oh, they're on the wings. I don't see a spoiler. Don't see a spoiler at all. Okay, we're going to set ourselves up now for the next leg. So, flaps are going to be set for takeoff. It's just a beautiful looking plane, the Otter, isn't it? Like, it's gorgeous. The Twin Otter is gorgeous. Spoiler is the prop. Look at that DC-6. Ah, Jesus. That's absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I love the DC-6. It's one of the nicest looking aircraft in the world.
She's a fox. In France, she would be called La Renarde, and she would be hunted with only her cunning to protect her.
She's a babe.
She's a robo-babe. In Latin, she would be called Babia Majora.
If she were a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, right. Right, isn't it gorgeous? Right, now, let me see. Ourselves into position here. Okie dokie. Zolly says, Murph, can you show me your NVIDIA filters settings? I shall, yes, briefly. So, NVIDIA filters. Here we go. Top left, lads, if you want to have a look. You can screenshot your page. Brightness and contrast as follows. Next, we're going to have color. Next, we have details. They are my NVIDIA settings. So you can clip that or watch it back or any of that sort of jazz. Right, okay, let's just, before we get going here, let's have a quick look. So we're going to go CDI. Our next heading is going to be that of 271 degrees. Disappear this little gadget for the moment. So we're going to say 271. Which is there. It hasn't figured it out yet, though. Huh. Let's see. Okay. It's kind of working, but it kind of isn't. But anyway, let's go with it, right? 271 degrees. So, let's go flying. Power coming in. And take off. Speed live. There's 60. There's 70, 75. Yep, see Daisy. That was like decision height going off. Flaps in. Yaw dampener activated, I think. Yep. Our instruments haven't really taken over yet. Little bit of trim. Let's turn on course. Roughly there. There's our heading mode. So 4,000 is set in the box. Autopilot. Activate. Heading mode. 4,000 feet is what we want. We'll climb at about 700. We'll go nav mode now as well. It kind of is working, kinda. Yeah, it's kind of working. Alright, okay. So what are we doing? We're climbing into the sun. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Any hard landings? Not yet. It looks nice, doesn't it? Look at the state. Beautiful. Ah, it's a really, really nice aircraft, isn't it? Like, I cannot wait to see a proper enhanced version in Flight Sim 2024. Like, we need it. We badly, badly need it. Okay, so this is a 22-mile hike. We're getting through it, lads. Andy Brown is ahead of us. Let's calm the owl systems now. So torque, bring her back. That'll do her. RPM, bring her back. That'll do her. And we're doing okay. Man, look at that C-130. It's actually a great plane from Captain Sim. You might be saying, Murphy, you shut your mouth. But it actually is quite a good plane. Do you know? Hoban says, it was super handy to hear the Twatter was appearing in 24. Then I heard it was from the same dev. Yeah. I'm also looking forward to the updates coming to the ATR. Yes. I just deleted the smoke effect files to the 339. Seems to be a random multiplayer bug. Oh, really? A good plane with no exterior. Ah, Larry, good to see it. No exterior. No, it has. It has. That was the old one. Problem with Captain Sim is they burned a lot of bridges. Probably. On approach to the next airport, check the mountain range to the right. A great big Turkey flag. What? In the scenery? So yeah, flying in Turkey, as I said, it's quite a turbulent history in this place. So, like, to give us a very quick overview of Cyprus. It's an island country located in the eastern Mediterranean Sea, south of Turkey, and it's west of Syria and Lebanon. It's the third largest and third most populous island in the Mediterranean, and the capital city is that of Nicosia, which is also the largest city. Cyprus has a population of about 1.2 million people. The island is known for its rich history, its culture, and geopolitical importance. Ancient history for Cyprus, it goes all the way back to antiquity. It was very important to the Romans as a copper mine, and then by the Byzantines after that. But it goes back before that. The Neolithic period, around 9000 BC, the island has been inhabited by various civilizations, including the Phoenicians, the Egyptians, the Assyrians, Persians, the Greeks, and in around the 12th century BC, the Mycenaean Greeks settled on the island, introducing the Greek language and culture, which has remained dominant since then. The island, of course, once part of the Roman Empire from 58 BC, followed then by the Byzantine rule under the Emperor's division. Cyprus became the centre of Christianity very early, with St. Paul and St. Barnabas, a native of Cyprus, playing key roles in spreading the faith. In medieval and Ottoman periods, Cyprus was ruled by the Luznan dynasty or Lusig dynasty, after being seized by Richard the Lionheart during the Third Crusade in 1191. The island later came under the control of the Venetians in 1489, who fortified the island against Ottoman invasion. Despite their efforts, the Ottomans captured Cyprus in 1571, beginning over 3 centuries of Ottoman rule. Gibbo loves this, don't mind him. In 1878, Cyprus was leased to the British Empire, although it remained formally under Ottoman sovereignty until the First World War, when it was annexed by Britain. Cyprus became a British colony in 1925. The desire for a union with Greece grew among the Greek Cypriot population, leading to tensions with the Turkish Cypriot community and that of the British authorities. The island gained its independence from British rule on August 16, 1960, after a struggle led by the Greek Cypriot Organisation. The Republic of Cyprus was established with a power-sharing constitution between the Greek and Turkish Cypriots, guaranteed by Greece, Turkey, and the United Kingdom. Intercommunal violence between Greek and Turkish Cypriots escalated in the 1960s, which led to the collapse of a power-sharing arrangement. In 1974, a coup d'etat by the Greek Cypriot nationalists aiming for Enosis prompted a military intervention by Turkey, which resulted in the occupation on the northern part of the island. Cyprus has remained divided since 1974. The Turkish Republic of North Cyprus, declared in 1983, recognised to this day only by Turkey. Turkish flag to the right. Is there a Turkey flag here? Where... Is it on the mountain, you say? Is it on the scenery? Oh, it is! Jesus, that's not political. Jesus, lads. Huh? Jesus, there it is for all to see. The division of the island remains a major issue with various rounds of negotiations, and they're still attempting to resolve the conflict. The northern part of the island is... EU law is suspended on the northern part of the island due to the ongoing division. Now, when it comes to aviation in Cyprus, it's actually quite interesting, because early aviation first recorded flight was in 1915. The British Royal Flying Corps aircraft landed on the island during the First World War. One of the most significant aviation sites on the island is RAF Akrotiri. It's an RAF station established in the 1950s. Cyprus Airways was the national carrier, established in 1947. It became a symbol of the country's post-independence era. And we need to land here. So we're over the airport, there she be. So we're going to drop her down that way facing north. What's the runway number? Runway 34, lads. So autopilot off. Now what we're going to do now, friends, we are going to Drop the throttle. Lower some flaps. And we'll do what's called a spiral tactical approach. Are you ready for this now? So 4,000 feet, right. Drop the nose. And we'll start our turn. And hold. Do. There's 3,000. There's our 80 knots. Drop the nose a little bit more. Did a live fire and exercise on Cyprus. Jeez, yeah, it's the weather out here. I'd say was gorgeous. Cypress Hill, is that what it's called? Yeah. Right, keep your turn, Murph. There we go. Okay, power coming in. We're going to hold at 2,000 feet. And then we drop again. Easy, easy. There's 2,000 feet. Hold it. Why isn't me Toby Eye working? Come on, Toby Eye. There we go. Okay, there's the runway. Watch your altitude, Murph. Watch your speed. It's a beautiful part of the world, though, isn't it? Okay, speed is good. Altitude is we're intentionally high. Straighten her up. Kill the power. Hold. And drop. Down we go. Watch the speed. Watch the speed. We're alright. We're alright. We're alright. Hold. 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 Hold.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
There's reverses. That scared the crap out of me. Out of beta. And welcome to our second stop. Alright. Pops in. Now, next stop is really short. Down to Nicosia. Now we'll do our UE here. Oh, we got an F-35 up there. Beautiful. Jesus, just planes going everywhere. Avert your eyes. It's only FedEx. Okie dokie. You're catching up after mad stutters. No worries. Does everyone have this airport? Or is it only now kind of a dirt strip on your scenery? Dougal doesn't have it. Dougal, do you use Nevergraph though? It's here for the Limbics. How is that then? Musefan has it as well. Yeah, it's really strange, isn't it? There's Paparazzi inbound. Looking good, Paparazzi. Beautiful approach. Okay, so for takeoff, we're going to go 1 knot to flaps. So we're heading down towards Nicosia, the capital. NightSep has it, but no Nevergraph. That's interesting. Okay, same crack again. Prop is full. Power coming in. When we take off, it's over to the left-hand side. Let's go flying. Jeez, we have so many planes with us tonight. This is deadly. And a Chinook. Nice. A little bit of a crosswind. Upsie daisy. Okay, keep the nose down. Get the speed right up.
You're gonna see some serious shit.
Speed is right up and up and at them. Look at that. That's gorgeous, isn't it? Uh-oh. Starter's Murph. Beautiful. Okay, left-hand turn coming in. See those mountains in the distance? We're going over those. This Microsoft Flight Sim quite fond of the L stutters. It is, isn't it? You're all right. You're all right. Right, point it toward the city. There we are. Autopilot engaged. 4,000 armed. We'll go 700. And all is well in the realm. So, what's that power? Easy. Not too much. There we go. Nav mode. That's interesting because she should be. Yeah, there she is. We have her there now. I was thinking the capital have moved. Not sure. Beautiful area though. Look at the scenery, lads. Isn't it gorgeous? That's beautiful. That is stunning. Great flying by the lads there tonight. Look at that. And we have quite the number with us. So, who's up here? Super Monkey is in the P750. That's the Orbex plane. That's the PAC 750. That's a great machine. That's extreme short takeoff and landing. An X-stall. There's Muse in the Otter. Looking good, Muse. Pyrotech is in a Vision Jet. Paparazzi back there in a Twin Otter. Cause the Archer in an MB339, along with the lads here flying in MB339s. Pad is in a F-35.
Hello.
Nighthawk in a Twin Otter. Druid Zeus in the Kodiak. Beautiful. Total Specialist, thank you very much indeed for the follow. Welcome in, man. A very happy Friday. But it's Murphy's pronunciation. Ah, sure, look it. This is very, very nice. So, the capital city. That's the airport we need. It's right beside us. There's the city right there, look. Beautiful. That's okay, Vasily. Are they the L39 Albatross? Negative. These are the Air Marchi MB339s. And they're only gorgeous. Right, we're going to do a landing here, lads. Runway. We'll go with 14 for the crack because I noticed we had a bit of a headwind on the other one. So, Spinner Rooney. We'll need about 7,000 to get over the mountains. Thanks, Andy. Or if you're showing us the version with the floats, it's probably the livery Muse. At least I got the aircraft right. Man, look at the scenery down there. Beautiful. There's a tiny little airfield down there. The sim hasn't detected it as an airfield, but that's an airfield. That's mad looking. Okay, speed back. And we'll drop the nose down. They look similar to the L39. My country used them as trainers. Oh, nice. An airfield for ants. I just think a Zoolander. Right, that's where we're headed. There'd be the runway. You can really throw the Twin Otter around. And I'm not too worried about banking angle warnings, only because the, well, it's cargo that we have, you know. Flaps 20. Let's go flaps 25. 30. All right. Now the runways are quite big here, but like, I suppose it's been so long since flying this aircraft. I have missed it. Like for general aviation as well, like turboprops are just brilliant. Oh, there's a terrible stutter. How are we not crashing? Usually you get CTDs when that happens. Right, easing out. Do you know what I mean? The airport is abandoned in the real world. I was thinking that. Did it used to be a military airport, or was it just a civilian one? Landing. Easy now. There's the lads. Hold the nose. Little bit of a bounce. Civil. There's 2 burnt out airliners in the air at the terminal. What? Man, the places you visit, the places you get to see in the sim that ordinarily you just would not get to see are all in the real world. Isn't it mad? Have you guys ever discovered a place in the sim just by pure fluke that you never thought existed? Like, have you found somewhere completely mad? We found a waypoint called 1 Kilo out in Vietnam, I think it was. Leitrim! But isn't it mad? Like, you can find some really interesting places. Now, there's a bit of mileage on the next leg. It is that 47 nautical miles. And we're going to be crossing the mountain, so we will be selecting a higher altitude. I'm going to put in 6,500 because I'm feeling a bit sporty. And let's see what happens. Gobbler's Knob in Montana. Oh, Jesus. This was a British base for patrolling the dividing line. Jesus. LCPH, is that next? LCPH, that is the next waypoint, yes. So, double check your fuel. What I'm going to do for this leg, I'm going to put the wings on for this one. That's nice, Zep, is it? Drew Zeus. The Technam is beautiful, but they need to update it because it's showing its static elements. Great choice of aircraft, by the way. I was amused the old World War II airbase near I grew up in Scotland was an airfield in the game. In real life, it was converted into a go-karting circuit. Oh, really? Interesting. Alright, so we'll hold here. And, well, let's go in and start doing some stuff. So we're saying we're at 6,500. Now, the fuel quantity is starting to get low, so I'm going to start feeding this directly from the wings. Right? So we're currently reading halfway between half and quarter. There goes the plane. Right, so we'll see what happens. So, first notch of flaps for takeoff. Off the brakes, power coming in. And toga. That was an ATR look. I'm really looking forward to the update to the ATR. It's still very good to fly. Do you know? There's 80. Oopsie daisy. So it's going to be a right-hand turn here, lads. Oh man, look at the shadow there. Look at that. Beautiful. Pops in. Autopilot engage. You're all right. You're all right. Now give ourselves about 900 feet. Nav is armed. A nice shallow climb, but that's to help us out with our speed. Tie downs on the runway, that's called squatting. Squatters' rights. Got dampers on. Right, so let's have a look at our fuel now, because she should be drawing for there it is. See how quick they move? So we need to monitor our fuel coming off the wings for this next leg. Now we can use this to refuel the main tanks, but I think we're all right. We're just going to drain it out of the wing tanks for the moment. Okay, take a bit of pressure off the engine. We want to be more fuel efficient, otherwise Greta will give out to us. Easy, easy, easy. That's looking a little bit better. So we need to turn right a bit. Okay, so our HSI is now working. Well, it was working. This line should start moving in shortly. And we see what happens. There's another design on the ground over here in the city. There's no flag though. Really? You just don't know what you see, lads. It's pure exploration. And like, to be fair, right, I don't think we've done much flying in Cyprus, have we? I'm sure we visited here into Larnaca maybe, but like, I don't remember us doing any sort of, you know, exploring. And I have to say, it's beautiful looking. So there's that heading starting to align, meaning we're going to be turning left or right. She wants to go right a bit. Okay, so it's going to go on the magenta line and then we're going to turn left. So here's our left turn coming in. It's doing pretty okay. Interesting. Oh wow, look at the scenery. There's markings on the ground in Peru that people think are Aztec. It's actually a local soccer club shield. No way. Bunch of balls or circles in a line in the middle of the street, plain as day. Really? You can add the working title 530 to this if you want. It's a small config change. Yeah, I don't think it'll fix the avionics though. These are bugged. 100% these are bugged. Now, unless we go with like radio navigation, we can put in, you know, an ADF. But But it's grand, like we're getting through it. It's for the most part it's working, do you know? Interesting place found by accident. November Yankee 02. The runway is in front of the runway is the front straight of a racetrack. Oh wow, Kozaki. This is deadly. Okay, we're doing well. 5.5 at the moment. We're going right over the highest peak that I can see. Speed is 130. Double check our engine power. We've plenty of headroom if we need it. What's our fuel doing? We're now to a quarter, so they probably won't make the whole leg, so we'll need to keep an eye on those.
Oh, Jesus.
The HSI, it's not moving the course. So if I turn the course, it's not moving the needle. And for whatever reason, if you look at my GPS instruments, they both say GPS. If I change this to VLOC, the other one stays on GPS, and I'm getting a nav flag, which is right. But it just doesn't seem to be behaving.
Can I get a refund?
No refunds. In northern Pakistan, we found a regiment coats of arms on the mountainsides. What? That's awesome. This is looking very pretty. Right, lads, it's about time we do another count. So, if you're still here flying, on the Xbox press 1, on the PC press 2, and if it's just the weekend and you're delighted, and that's the only reason I can come up with, you press number 3. You're very original, Murphy. Oh yeah? Very original. Look at the state. Keen Lafford is in the house. Man Keen, 27 on the PC, 2 on console, 141 passengers plus a Murph. The Eurovision count will begin very soon. Man yourself, Keen, great to see you. Right, let's go playing with this though. Let's have a look. Message, no message. Let's go that off, that on. If we turn this gadget, will it move? Negative. Like if I turn this, that needle should move, shouldn't it? No? Let's go heading mode for a minute. And if I turn to the right for the crack, well then this line here in the middle should move. Because I have it in OBS mode. What are we saying? 2-3, 2-3, right? You'll need to be in GPS mode for OBS. Hang on a sec. 2-1, 2-2, 2-3. Now, take it out of OBS. GPS, OBS. Huzzah, just movement. Okay. Aha! Hoban is a genius. I take it all back. Hoban is a genius. It does work. So me saying it doesn't work is Murphy being a complete and utter idiot. But sure, to be fair, lads, I mean, what? Oh, Jesus, we're going to hit something. Right, hang on, this is important. 6,500 feet. I reckon we'll make it. Bloody hell. Look at this. We're going to crash into a thing. Well, we shouldn't. Will we? Won't we? Oh, we're going to go right through the antenna. Will we hit it? We shouldn't hit it. We shouldn't hit it. We didn't hit it. Oh, we made it. Jesus. Yes, all made it. We all made it. Look at that. Satellites and aerials and all the divil. Jesus, look at the scenery though. Oh wow, isn't that gorgeous? Someone just spilled their coffee? Murphy will take luck over skill any day. Yes, yes I will. Ah, this is gorgeous. Hang on a second. We'll do one of these. I haven't done this one in a while. Alison Johnson is here, 47 months, and I hear Murph ate fish on holiday. Will wonders ever cease? Alison Johnson, thank you very, very much indeed for your insane support. Great job tonight on the MSFS official Twitch stream. I was lurking earlier on. Yourself and CD keeping us entertained. A very happy Friday. Look at the state of this. We have a Spitty. We have the lads. Keen Laffer said he did something stupid. What'd you do, Keen?
Allow myself to introduce myself.
Isn't it only gorgeous? Baby. Look at the state! The absolute suffering state, lads. The Jesus. Now, what was I doing? I was doing one of these. Yes, here we are. I started doing a jigsaw of a vintage map of Ireland, says Keane Lafford. Jesus. I only found out after the stream the Spartan isn't only F to beyond and not supported anymore. Really? I loved I loved the Spartan. We flew it a couple of months back, I think, Ali. But yeah, it's in bad need of an update. The physics are broken. Look at the state of the views, isn't it? Look, the moon. Want the moon? I'll give it to you. Or I'll bring it to you. Or whatever he said out of that movie, look. Jesus, that's gorgeous. Hang on, can I get very kind of, you know what I mean? Wait for it. Yes, we can. I mean, I should be working with FedEx. FedEx, the world on time. We will bring you the moon. Right? Where would you get it, look? Man alive, that's beautiful. What is 2024 going to be like? When you think about it with the scenery, oh Jesus, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. Right, we can start dropping off some altitude here, I think. 6.5. 4.5, arm that, And down the road there now is a good thing. Call it, Jesus, call it 1,000 feet a minute. Down the way we go. Just hope the 2024 isn't overhyped, indeed. What's your opinions on the Bravo 787? I'm not sure. The Bravo 787? Or the Boeing 787? There's a picture of the mess in the Bremen bar. Go on, Keen, we'll have a look. It's going to be a long 3 months, that's for sure. Indeed it is. I'm looking forward to it though. I'm pure excited. We're in the wonderment side, the amazement, the Jesus, I can't wait to see what happens. You know, hey, PH Roy is here. Hey all, how is everyone going? Couldn't get here earlier. Took my mother. Or took care of my mother. Roy, you have a great weekend. We'll probably see how well Steam works for 2024. Scott's having all sorts of issues with his Microsoft App Store. The Boeing 757 from Bravo. I haven't tried it. Dilly, I haven't tried it yet. No wonders McGee is cautiously optimistic. I'm optimistic only because it's building on what we have already. Hard to get me out of me Cessna 172. Now I have my force feedback yoke. It's only epic. Is it, Ali? Oh, is it? I'm excited for 2024, but sad to see the community splitting. I get why though. As in, do you think some of the community are going to stay with 2020, Dougal? Flights of Joel is here. Good to see you, Joel. Welcome in. Very optimistic, says Joel. Manny will. So you might get people staying on 2020 and others going to 2024. Yeah, for the first while. Will they stay there forevermore? Murph, do you know that Aviation is in Ireland? I did. She's up the Dublin Mountains next of the woods. In a simple poll on the MSFS stream tonight, most said they would get 2024 on release. I think everyone is going to get 2024 initially. And if there is going to be any potential headaches or worries, well then they're going to have either fall back or it'll be patched quickly. You know what I mean? Aquatic Cookie, good to see you. Doesn't 2024 need faster internet connections? Uh-oh, engine's rolling back. I forgot all about me fuel. Balls, we're empty. Are we empty? Murphy? You've ran out of fuel. Right, let's not panic. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? I mean, I'm sure we can dead stick this.
Hello there.
Chutney incoming.
Hang on to your hats, boy.
If you think I'm going to manage to dead stick this landing, press...
Get a load of this guy.
Press 7. If you think I'm going to die and burst into flames, press number 8. There's nothing to fear but everything.
Look at this big
Okay. It's very simple. In a dead stick situation, we need to align our pitch for the best possible glide ratio. And we need to feather the props. Because they're adding all sorts of friggin' drag. Can I feather the props? I can. I should be able to. Okay. Easy. You're all right. You're all right. 12 for survive. 21 believe death is imminent. Ah, what? Jesus. Easy. Easy. We've no power. It sounds like we have, but look. There's no power. Alright, let's see what happens. That doesn't sound right. I shouldn't have... I've the fuel shut off, like. You're alright. You're alright. You're alright. Easy. 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 Jesus, easy. 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 There's the flaps out. Hold the nose. Touchdown! And on the brakes. Oh, we slammed the nose down though. Jesus. Rated 47 months and no deaths. Right! That's cheating. There was an airport right underneath you. I didn't plan when to run out of fuel. Jesus. Let there be life. We're back in the main tanks. Power coming in. Right, we're live again. Murph, FAA is on the phone. They want to speak to you. Proved wrong again. Jam on our faces. Well done, Murphy. Find the tow bar. Wait, what? Can you copy a number? It was grand. It was brilliant. Carnage and Chutney sounds like a failed kid show. Every single one of us had faith in you, Murph. I thought that Mentor Pilot wants an interview. I thought that'd be Carlo. Yeah. Everyone had faith in me. Murphy, you'd never do anything stupid at all in all your life. No, me, never. Ah, Jesus. Right, friends, we're going to take off from here now, and we're heading down to Akrotiri. Now, while we're here, this is a scheduled fuel and cargo stop, so let's just double check what we have left. So we're going to put another drop of fuel into the owl wings. Center tanks are good. And flaps in. There's everyone. Right, flaps set for takeoff. Mixture's rich. Now, I know we're on OBS mode, so we need to get out of OBS mode. So our next heading, approaching VNAV, that's okay. Set that. Set that. So we'll turn this devil around. Hey, Doc Blues, thank you very much indeed. Jesus, Doc. 6 months, man. Thank you very much indeed. Very kind of you, sir. Right, let's see what's going to happen here. Power coming in. There's a terrible long stutter and a pause. I would have landed that so well. The only problem is that I tend to read absolutely everything. Ah, Jesus. I've just got keened, lads. Ooh! It's been a while. Right, power! On the bandwidth internet speed issue, I think the issue remains to be seen, as Yorick said multiple times. Jesus, that was an abrupt takeoff. Oh, my trim is all over the shop. Easy, easy. The only sim will pull down the required data for your settings, and at the moment 2020 pulls everything down. Yeah. Here's a terrible long pause. Are we? Come on, plane. Oh Jesus, is it going to recover? Is it going to recover, lads? It's still paused. There's no way we're getting back from this. There's no way. The other thing that concerns me about 2024 is finding all the niggly bugs that get ported from 2024. Ronan said your sim did that earlier. This has got to be a CTD, isn't it? There's no way she's coming back from this one. I don't think you made it, Murph. Vasily, to be grand. Never give up. Never surrender. Alison says patience. I have to hold my hand holding the yoke. I even had to restart twice tonight. Jesus. Will it come back? What do you think? Yes or no? Will it come back? It'll be grand, Murph. Or no, you're doomed. You're doomed. Ah, there's no way this is coming back. That's like a solid minute. I have sound, yeah. I have sound. Doomed! There's no way this is coming back. Yeah, we can hear the engines. Oh. Wait now. Do we wait? Or do we kill it?
Can I get a refund?
There's no refunds! That's too long. A minute and 35 seconds, then it came back to life. What? See what happens. It's dead. A gun with the negative waves. Think it'll be a beautiful pitch. And it'll be there. Now what's funny is my airplane actually disappeared off Navigraph. Right? I think it's dead. Has to be dead. Has to be. There's no way we're coming back from this mess. Sim Connect died. Sim is dead. Press Windows and L. Jesus. Now what do we do? Sign in, Robin. Yes. Are we going to get this on 2024 as well? Couldn't tell you. No, Sim Connect is dead. Does that mean you didn't dead stick it? I did dead stick. Oh, there's an update on Windows, look. Oh, for God's sake. Right, don't panic. I know exactly what to do. We're going to nuke it. And just like that, we'll start again. Oh, Jesus. Elvis has left a bit. Something went wrong launching your game. The game is already running. I will just look at the screen in bemusement. Microsoft Flight Simulator thinks it's still running. That's not good.
I can't believe there's been a CTD. It's unbelievable. Microsoft, I want this fixed now.
That's brilliant. Wait for it. Syncing your data, it says. Don't think we didn't see the Crocs feet folder, Murph. Right? Sometimes that's all I wear. This month is 79 years. Is it? Oh wait, hang on, success. Now, I want to be reminded that the simulator crashed. You know, I'm very aware it crashed. However, it may not have. I need a message from the sim to tell me the last time you flew, it crashed. Are you sure you want to continue this way? Yes, I do. Right? Your last session ended unexpectedly. Story of me life. Continue in normal mode. Yes. Is there such a thing? My computer wants me to restart as well. I'm ignoring it. Right? Process Explorer shows more. Yeah, we'll be grand. Nothing will ever go wrong in 2024. And it'll even mow your lawn. Right? So we're going to load up here and continue on with our flight. This is exciting, isn't it? What else would you be doing? Do you know? Once Once 2024 has a faster loading time, I would be delighted. Right? Premature shutdown. Have you had this problem for long? Jesus. Scott, right? It's the first time. It's doing its thing. And we should start off at the airport and then we'll be good to go again. But yeah. How often does it happen to you guys? The computer now, the computer. There are many online remedies. No, the computer. Didn't that message say after your last session you forgot to phone your wife, right? You must take after Frank Drebin. Detective Lieutenant Sergeant Frank Drebin. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'll get in fierce trouble if I try to play that other thing though, don't I? Do I even still have it? Do I even still have it? No, I think I got rid of it. Aw. Did I get rid of it? Hang on. Wait now. What's that one do? I don't know what that... Lads, I have buttons here. I don't actually know what they do. Where did that button used to live? Huh. I had it there somewhere. I just can't remember it. I have a drum roll. Ooh. What? I've other buttons here, but that's not it. Screens. Oh wait, we could be getting somewhere. We could be getting somewhere. Is it this one?
That's a big 10-4, good buddy.
Lieutenant Detective Frank Drebin. I just realised how loud that was. It's all right, lads. I deafened myself as well. Jesus. Right. Where are we at now? Colonel Fork is here. That's a lot of months. How many months? Jesus, 49 months, Colonel Fork. Be the Jesus. Thank you very, very much indeed. My dude, it's great to see you. Haven't had a CTD in ages, but then I don't have a high-faulting PC like you, Murph. That's just giving it the kiss of death. Listen, high-falutin PC. No, the PC was fine. It's the software. It was the software. I wonder how good scenery from developers will be considering how good 2024 is going to be. But they're giving scenery developers more tools to make it even better. You know? No One's McGee was perfectly fine with how loud that was because it was awesome. I miss that man. Leslie Nielsen. Brilliant. Brilliant. I'm going to be copyright stricken and everything I'd say. You played bit of music that you weren't allowed to play. Oh, but you're terribly sorry about that. We didn't mean to. Where are we at anyway? Jesus, look at that. We've 51 likes over on YouTube. 51 likes, lads. Where did you ever see the likes of it before? Incredible. And we've 9,820 followers on Twitch. Jesus, that's a lot of, isn't it? Imagine having us all around for dinner. God almighty. Yeah, your kettle's on. Now we must wait for the thing. The loading. But it's loading. It's getting there. Where is this now? Oh, yes. Yes. It's loading fast. Wouldn't be able to like due to mentioning Turkey. Wait, what? Who knew there was a YouTube? A YouTube, right? Imagine. YouTube as well. Check out the mod chat. I saw that, Scott. Oh, wait, hang on. What's this one do?
I've heard police work is dangerous.
It is. That's why I carry a big gun.
Aren't you afraid it might go off accidentally?
I used to have that problem.
And what did you do about it?
I just think about baseball.
Oh, brilliant. Right, where were we?
Oh, Jesus.
We're over here somewhere. Yes. Paphos. I'm going to start it on the runway like an absolute idiot. And we're going to go to here, setting his arrival. We're going to add this place as a stop along the way. Everyone's miles ahead of me, look. Jesus. Right, we're loading in. What was it? Yeah, that one. I love that one, Dundee Slack. What was it? Sex Frank? No, I'm okay. We've got some work to do. Or the other one, what was it? Jesus, some of them are absolutely brilliant. Caucasian? Yeah, white man. Mustache, about 6'4". Awfully big mustache. Brilliant.
How did you know? I love this song.
Do you know? Right, now, Button's over here. Look. Oh, it's not positively nighttime. Jesus. Christ. Right, don't panic. Ah, mother of Jesus. Right, fix things, Murphy. We're at about this time. Yes. With different weather. Here we go. Right, friends, so. Flaps set for takeoff. The brakes. Power. And away we go. Rolling, rolling, rolling. We're doing well now, lads. She's all pressing buttons. Speed is good. Oopsie daisy. There we go.
They've done studies, you know. 60% of the time, it works every time.
Nav. Heading, you must be joking. It's into heading mode. Why aren't you arming nav mode? Man, now, don't panic. Now we're laughing. Jesus, lads. It got fierce interesting there a minute ago. I love the one with the tall guy. Drebin looks up and says, Frank, you've got something. And a chicken leg falls down. Yeah. I have not installed Forza. It's on the list of things to do. But I haven't put Forza back in just yet. Wow, look at the scenery. Isn't it gorgeous, lads? The scenery is stunning here. Look at the cut of this, though.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus. It's really nice. Right, friends. It is time now to light up the chat with some various emoticons, or emotes, or emojis. Are you ready? And yes, that was shocking loud too. But it's alright. Rest in peace, ears. Now, I'm after doing this wrong. I've made a terrible mistake. Me! Never. I made a mistake. On hearing this piece of music, we're going to do it differently. It's great to see the emotes. I love them. I mean, it's very colourful. However, we're going to... You put in your location. Your country, town, city, or some sort of a dwelling. That is what you must put in on hearing this music. Are we ready? We're so glad to see so many of you people here tonight. Right? The Fireflies joining us tonight are coming in from all over the world. We have Belfast, Sunderland, London, Georgia, USA, Germany, Liverpool, California, Denver, Colorado, the Phoenix Park. Wait, the Phoenix Park? We have France, Kent, Germany, Invercargill, Under Me Bed, Northern Ireland, Montcalm, Canada, Ohio, Devon, Arizona, Grimstad. Jesus, it's getting fast. Florida, Joplin, Missouri, Cornwall, Brockton, Massachusetts, Alberta, Canada, Kildare, Austin, Texas, the Greater Toronto Area, North Shields, Devon, Chester, Murphy-Skoda, Belgium, Lyon in France, Long Island, Bidgosh. Yeah, I got it right, Bidgosh. Coventry, Halifax, Beausoleil, Hobbiton, the Shire. Wait, what? New Brunswick, Basel in Switzerland, Wicklow, Selbridge, Denmark, Eindhoven, Vancouver, Canada, 96 degrees north, with a 57 degrees west on Murph's Head, Gosford, Australia, Dublin, Tala, Fort Worth, Texas, Virginia Beach, Canada A, watch out for the, what? Leitrim, South Tipperary, Montana, Reston, Virginia, Veldhoven in the Netherlands, Eugene, Oregon. Truly an international community tuning in some of the nights, most of the nights, every night. Thank you very much indeed for subscribing to the channel. What a massive international community we have. Isn't it mad? There's friends there from everywhere. It's absolutely mad when you think about it. Do you know, technology. It's people sitting in a house watching someone sitting in a house. Oh, there's the airport we're landing at. But like, when you think about it, lads, we're literally from all over the world. Isn't that absolutely fantastic? It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So our second last stop of the night, Akrotiri Airport, and I'm with you, but I'm on the wrong server. What is like? No worries. It's amazing and I love it. Isn't it brilliant? What's your speed, Murph? Jesus, bring the speed back down. It's absolutely nuts because, like, isn't it so different? Go back 20 years ago. Go back 30 years ago. Right? Do you know, to have communities like this, it's usually like, you might be lucky, there could be maybe, even, Jesus, even 15 years ago, you might have had like a flight sim community in your local town or even in your country, and maybe once a year you would get to meet like-minded folks. Being a flight sim enthusiast or an aviation enthusiast, we're a very rare breed of people. And you wouldn't exactly go down to your local pub now and say, lads, any of yous fly on a flight sim? 90% of your mates would look at you as if you just insulted them on like a profound level. And then maybe one of them quietly outside would say, it's deadly, isn't it? But don't tell anyone I said that. Right? Now, however, there are literally thousands of people who've been introduced to this hobby, you know, who are as passionate of aviation and simulated aviation as we are, and communities popped up all over the shop. And our own community, which is massive, it's huge, and it's quite diverse because we have people here from all over the world, different age groups, different professions, different everything. And yet, we're all here together. We do the same things together. We explore the virtual world that Microsoft Flight Sim has brought us. We get to share stories and we spend time with each other. It's awesome. It's a great, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a great, what's the word? It's a great way, it's a great balancing thing. Really, isn't it? Like, it's just, it's incredible. It doesn't matter kind of who and what you are, what you do, what you've done, what you're about to do. None of that comes into it. We're all here for the same reason. We enjoy each other's company. We like to explore the world. We're fascinated by aviation, some more than others. And we get to, you know, explore all of these places. And there is nothing else like that that can simulate the world on a one-to-one scale, that we can quite literally go anywhere and check it out. I think that is absolutely amazing. And it's quite unique, as I say. Like, this doesn't exist anywhere else. I'm literally parked at the side of 28 left at the moment watching planes. In real life, Gibbo, that's deadly. And you're watching, like, that's just an aviation geek ism. Huh? Isn't it class, though? Like, 7 or 8 years ago, Gibbo, I mean, sure, we've all been to an airport and we'll look at planes fly by and say, yeah, they look deadly. But since the sim came out, we figured out things. We know what things are happening. Do you know what I mean? You love the meetup even though you got sick? Yeah, that was unfortunate. A couple of people got the old Rona. But yeah, the meetup as well. Again, like, Jesus, that's like taking it to a whole nother level. I'm going away to meet my internet friends. What? It's incredible. A great leveler. Yeah, that's a better way of saying it, better whiskey, yeah. Easy. A virtual group hug, indeed. Learned how to fly an A320 and a 737 when you were unemployed, right? Like, where did you go last night? We flew in Cyprus. Huh? It was worth it, but I was only sick the last day. So what we did, Joel, we also did a meet-up in Dublin. And we all ended up with a headache the next day. For good reasons. Easy. Easy. That's a nice gentle touchdown. All my mates are people that I met through sim racing. It's incredible, isn't it? It's because of this I was able to make friends. If it weren't, I'd still be a loner. That's another thing as well. That's a different kind of thing. It's all together. But that's another thing. Like, I mean, when I was younger, I was the social scene, right? Work and life gets in the way, and it's very hard to keep in contact with close friends because, well, everyone works, you have families, and all this sort of jazz. But what we've managed to do here, I've made lifelong friends through this community. Lifelong friends. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. There's just such an awesome support network. Do you know what I mean? If you're down on your luck or life is throwing you lemons, like, there's people there, like, who care. They genuinely care. And then there's other people who just like taking the Dennis Hickey out of you. But they're great as well, do you know? Better Whiskey says, Murph, I don't know if you saw my comment as I was AFK, but the go-kart airfield I mentioned is Crail Airfield. I looked it up and found it to be the best preserved World War II airfield in Britain. No way. That's awesome. But like, then you have events like Gibbo, deadly. That's deadly. Then you have like things like Flight Sim Expo and the big community meetups. That is just incredible. And it's weird because there's no agenda. People just like hanging out because we can hang out. Do you know what I mean? And it's weird for such a competitive space. For me, like, for such a competitive space as live streaming or content creation, by its nature, it's competitive. Yet, you don't get that with flight simmers. We don't get that, you know, I'm not telling you, or I'm doing something different just to be different. You just don't get that. Where everyone's open, they're happy to share, they encourage, they help you along. It's incredible. Gibbo isn't deadly, he's just misunderstood. Dougal says, when I went through chemo, this community gave me better support than anywhere else. That's amazing. It really is amazing. It's beautiful. That time when I bashed me knee, you were all very terribly nice to me then. Remember the time I bashed me knee? The aviation community in general is the best. I think so. This community has been great. I love contacting people from across the world. It's been a great place to come to escape from a bit of a rough life. And of course, I've spread my religion of Eurovision even further, right? Yeah, but that's the thing, like. And like, you could have people who are, you know, completely it's introverts the right way, but they're very much like they just do their thing, and yet with an online community they just have that comfort and confidence. There's no anxiety because, well, it's us. It's only us. Do you know? It's awesome. Right, power coming in. Oh, you devil, you. We are on our way to our last stop. I'm relatively new to Microsoft Flight Sim, having dabbed in Sims all my life, and it's a lovely contrast to other gaming communities, right? Airlock says, and then there's even people who root for your spouse more than you, and yet you still talk to them every day. Even when we crowned a king, you took it in your stride. Hashtag King Gibbo. Thanks, Airlock. You'd want thick skin now with Airlock there, Jesus. But it's mad. Jesus. Like, when you see all the different countries everyone is from as well. New crusades in the name of the Eurovision, right? Just don't fly airliners on Kando stream. Everything goes to hell. Has Kando flown an airliner yet? I don't think he has. Has he ever flown an airliner? The man is nuts. But yeah, it's he never will. We'll get him to do it some night. It'll be a challenge. But I don't know, like, I'm very, very grateful and thankful for it, because it's incredible to have so many like-minded people who are just nice. They're just nice. Do you know what I mean? It's amazing. No, but I seen the mock of Vatsimmer and it was kind of funny. The only tubes Kando is interested in contain beer. True. Kando would get the worst nosebleed ever if he flew an airliner. Not at all. And this love fest boiling over. I'm off to bed. Cheers and good night. Be safe, be kind. Airlock, see you soon, man. Maybe he'll get bored someday and want to fly something more complex. I will eventually get Kando to go flying in an airliner. He just doesn't know about it yet. I'll ask him really nicely. Please, Kando, let's fly airliners. He might. If we do a shared cockpit, he might. Put it this way, after having a massive heart attack in January and spending a week of my life, or spending a week on life support, one of the first things I did when I woke up, I got out my phone and watched Murph's stream. Great bunch of people. B. Carlo, that's awesome. Invite him to play with shared cockpit. Yeah, no, I'll have to ask him. And yeah, GA all the way, of course. No, we'll talk him into it. We'll do a thing. We'll get him to fly it. Right, where's this now? But anyway, lads, it goes without saying, right? Because I know there's a lot of folks who maybe wouldn't interact with the streams, maybe they wouldn't be chatting or whatever, but you can hear my voice and you might see my mug, right? We do have an amazing community. And if life is ever giving you crap, if you need somewhere to vent, if you just need somewhere to escape from a while, I mean, that was the point of setting up a community. Do you know what I mean? So where we do that, it's over on our Discord, when we're not on a live stream, that is. So if we're not on a live stream and you want to catch up with the Fireflies and me, ramble over to our Discord. There's a link gone into the chat. If you've never used Discord before, ! how to Discord. And that'll sort it out. It'll bring you to a little tutorial. Do you know? What's this now?
Where were you when all this happened?
I was right here at my desk working.
And when was the first time you noticed something was wrong?
Well, when I first heard the shot, and as I turned, Jim fell.
Yeah, he's the teller, Frank. But Jim fell's the teller?
No, Jim Johnson.
Who's Jim Fell? Well, he's the auditor, Frank.
He had the flu, so Jim filled in.
Phil who?
Phil Kidd, and he's the night watchman.
Fully Phil had been here.
That's the Jim Fell clip. That's hilarious, Scott. GA all the way! Except for airliners, and vintage, and fighters, and the odd chopper. No gliders, though. Yeah, Gibbo, right? At a young age, I bought Microsoft Flight Sim X for the family computer and got hooked. There you go. See, I used to do GA only. Right? Oh, wait, now we went to 4,000 and now we're up at friggin' 5. I used to start off with GA all the way, but then the airliners became so complex and so interesting that I started liking them. And then the vintage aircraft, I'm fascinated by those because they were the pioneers of what we fly today of the modern aircraft. And then the choppers, it's the same story again. They just got very, very good. They got excellent. You know? Graphic Dan, good to see you. Isn't that view something else? Isn't that something else? Isn't that amazing? The Limbic says, the community is the best I have ever been a part of. Professional, unprofessional, or hobbyist. You're all legends. Thank you very much. But to be honest, when I first started with Microsoft Flight Sim, I didn't see myself ever touching airliners. Yeah, I'm a GA man. That's what we do. But I do enjoy airliner flying because they've gotten so good. I mean, they've really gotten good. You know. Do you know? Only just saw that. Huh. I can't see how you can't at least respect it. Different discipline, different horse, but it's just as amazing. Yeah. Fuga Magister had a fatal crash in France. Oh, Jesus. Graphic Dan, we're flying back to Larnaca here in Cyprus. When did that happen, Dougal? Did it just happen? My plane keeps screaming landing gear at 7,000 feet. What airplane are you in? They can do that. Oh, look at this. Ah, lads, isn't that absolutely savage? Jesus. Let's do one of these. Now it's time to spam the absolute bejesus out of the chat with all the emotes. The absolute state of it, though. Do you know what I mean? Isn't it only brilliant? Right. Jesus. It's time to land, friends. Wasn't that lovely? Right. Buttons, Murph, you can do it. Autopilot off. Thank you. There we Larnaca. That's where we started off our adventures from this evening. Make sure all our lights are on. Yes. We're looking good. Okay. So that's where we're landing. Maybe Larnaca. So we'll ramble in this way a bit. There's the lads. Amazing flying tonight, by the way. The lads on the 339s. Absolutely gorgeous. However, just put an interesting link in real life in Discord. It's an online interactive flight computer and a few other calculators for aviation. Oh, nice! Is it the owl? What were they called? The E6 calculator? An Eagle Castellet in the PC-21, but of course. That's the one, yeah, they're awesome. I'm working on stuff. We're going to do some radio navigation soon. Using, VOR, ADF, all that sort of jazz, NDB, right? And I'm going to be including things like that E6 computer. E6B, yeah. This is very, very interesting. It's old school flying, but not that old school. And I'm just planning a couple of flights with it. We'll start off a location and say, right, we need to navigate our way down to such a place. And we have to try and do it hardcore, not using, no GPSs. Moving maps and all that jazz out the gate. We're just going to do it by radio nav. We can have a map, but I don't particularly want a moving map. So we'd probably use something like SkyVector, so we're not actually tracking where we are. And the challenge will be, we'll be looking out the window of what we're doing. Do you know? I think that'll be a lot of fun. Look at this. That's only gorgeous looking. The world on time, they say. Jesus, Murphy, don't crash. Spin out this way and turn around. The E6B does not need batteries, right? I'll be able to navigate in the DC-3. Yeah. DC-3 or the Comanche with the old radio nav. Anything from Black Square, because their navigation options are awesome. Just Flight's aircraft. Something that doesn't have GPS. Yeah, by all means, bring a GPS if you want one. But the idea here is learning how to fly and navigate without using the modern stuff. It can be a lot of fun. Especially if there's weather and it's now hard to see. Yeah, the Marchetti would be a good one, yeah. Jeez, look at the view here, look. Look at the state. I've really enjoyed our flight tonight. Cyprus is beautiful in the sim, isn't it? An interesting place for sure. Sure, lights are on. The Limbics, yeah, that'd be awesome, dude. The Freeware 152, yeah, that'd be really good. It's just so we can practice and stay current with it, because it's a fun way to fly. Man alive, this scenery's been beautiful tonight, hasn't it? The amount of people coming in for a landing, look, isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? Love it. Absolutely love it. Right, speed looking good. Start adding some flaps into the mix. Here we go. There's an RAF base in Cyprus that they flew Vulcans out of. Oh, no way. Haven't flown the Vulcan in ages. That's another one I need to start flying soon. I missed the Vulcan. Okay, runway in sight. Alright, easy does it. More flaps coming in. Can we do an Ireland cargo op starting at Dublin Airport, going around Ireland and then finishing at Baldonnel? Yes, of course, no problem. That'd be a lot of fun. There's real world cargo flights that happen. Twin Otter used to do it. There's a grand caravan that flies nightly from Cardiff to Dublin and back again. Did you know? A grand caravan does that every night. Or every second night. And I was trying to track it before and I was trying to figure out who it was. They were bringing over mail and whatever else, but I think it was medical supplies. And I don't mean that in like, you know, medical supply. No, it was a genuine medical supplies. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the man, myth and legend himself, Jeppesen 2001. It's good to see you, Jeppesen. How are you, mate? He says, evening all. Speaking of Bal, I'm almost done with the update for the scenery, folks. Oh, nice. Updated Baldonnel coming soon, lads. Jeppesen's been working on it. Exciting times for sure. The man, the myth, the legend. Right, easy now, Murph.
Dreamy, sleepy, nighty, snoozy, snooze.
Jesus! Easy, blue line! I nearly bit me tongue. Hold the nose. There's the touchdown zone. We'll take it. Out of beta. And those flaps in. And welcome back. Trits 4, you take care, me dude. Engine 1.5 is in the XL. That's a beautiful aircraft as well, isn't it? Now what we're going to do here, lads, we're going to go with the lights, you see. The nighttime lighting. So make sure you flash all your lights, get them all going bananas. Where am I from in Ireland? I'm from Dublin originally. I live in Tipperary now. That's in the country. Retriever Neil, thank you so much. A little bit down the road here, we'll get ourselves turned round. Jesus, we have a lot of people here, haven't we? We've lots and lots. You gotta love the ATRs. Tipperary, where the drinking water comes from. That's the one, Larry. Purified for 800 years. Best before 2025. It makes total sense. But yes. Got ourselves turned around here now. It's a long way to get there. It's a long way. Is it the water of life, though? The salmon of knowledge, the water of life. Got to bait him, Murph. Okay. Right, get yourself set up here now, Murph. A little something like that, right? A little something like that. So hopefully we can see everyone. I hope we can. We'll do one of these, do one of those, and we'll do one of these. And here they are. Absolutely great crack. What an amazing flight tonight, lads. That was so much fun. Cyprus, what a great place to go flying in the sim, right? Beautiful. So our schedule next week continues. We have part 2 of Wing It, our tribute flight to the Grand Tours Euro Crash edition, as we continue flying in Poland. On Tuesday night, we continue with our truck sim. That'll be fun. And what else are we doing? Wednesday is going to be the news, and we'll have another group flight next Friday. Now, next Friday, need to start a little bit early. It's the last disco of the summer, so I'll have to finish early next Friday night. But yeah, we'll have a busy week of flying for sure next week. And guys, thank you all so very, very much indeed. Absolutely incredible. The amount of you is flying with us tonight. The sim is under pressure trying to load you in. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That was a lot of fun, wasn't it? That was a lot of fun, lads. So Alison Johnson will be streaming tomorrow, lads. Do be sure to check out Ali's stream. I think good old Colonel Fork will be streaming at some stage over the weekend. And of course, the lovely Kaharia will have Viper Strike streaming as well. It's going to be a busy couple of days. And I'll say Hawaiian Fix, I probably don't have time to stream this weekend, but I might plan something next weekend for sure. So guys, thank you all so very, very much indeed for flying along tonight. The support tonight has been absolutely incredible. Thank you all so very, very much indeed for all the subscribes to the channel, all the likes, all the follows. It's been quite remarkable. And of course, yes, a big shout out to Howard of Forder Learn to Fly. Howard joined us earlier on. He said hello, and he'll be streaming over the weekend as well, himself and Andrew. So that's the story, lads. Thank you all so very much indeed. Have a wonderful weekend. And as I said, we're over on Discord if anyone needs an owl. Asher, how are you? Do you know? So that's the chat of it now.
Yeah, baby, yeah.
Carry on about your business. I bid you adieu, and we shall see you on the next one. Take care. When all else fails, Murphy resorts to the hot tub. This is like intermission. Hang on, I'm about to change into another bikini. 25 subs for your name on my face. And then I'll get a microphone and do ASMR and put it somewhere I shouldn't. Look, what did they think was going to happen? God almighty, like, it's only a matter of time before someone was going to do something stupid. You have to talk like this, everything's like this, and you explain by doing this, and you keep jumping up and down. You need to get the breakfast ready early in the morning and cook it together fast, fast, fast. Cook the breakfast. Okay, okay. Gordon Ramsay, the legend. Could you imagine him cooking your breakfast? If you didn't like it, you'd be afraid to say anything. I don't like it, he's after burning it. What did you say? Bit in either the right or the wrong direction, depending on your persuasion. So it's over to Gilbert.